Hello, everybody, and welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns, broadcasting Link to the Past Randomizer Crosskeys Tournament 2021. We have Swiss Round 4 for you today. It's SirLinkalot versus Zaruvyen. Commentating for us, we have Krellbell and TJ Maelstrom, and tracking is Siberian and Torin the Dragon. Say hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, my name is TJ Maelstrom. I am joined by Krellbell. How you doing today, Krellbell?
Pretty good, pretty good. Happy to wake up at the crack of noon for an exciting Crosskeys race. Very much looking forward to this one. Both of our runners today have gone 2 wins and 1 loss so far in the Swiss stage of this tournament. So this is a very, very competitive scene up here in and the people have gotten a couple wins. So I'm very excited to see some high-level Crosskeys play today.
No, you know how Crosskeys goes. One deviant round, the whole thing goes to hell. You know how it is.
Oh, yep. All it takes is one. So it'll be interesting to see which roadblocks our runners run into and how they get around them.
Yeah, there was some real close calls in this tournament so far, with completely different routes and completely different finishes. I myself personally have seen races that have gone within a minute and a half of each other with completely different go mode items, so it's been ridiculous. And away we go! The race is on.
All right, both runners choosing, I think, the much more popular Link's House start, and I suspect we'll probably be seeing a fairly usual Crosskeys opener. Looks like they're heading down to set up a fake flipper. Looks like Zaruvyen got it first try, SirLinkalot close thereafter.
Yeah, this takes care of a pretty annoying entrance right off the bat, and it does put you within striking distance of a possible hula hand here. If, in fact, you need the money after this, and usually you do.
Yep, and looks like Zaruvyen throwing a couple bushes at that buzz blob to probably start setting up a tree pole for later.
Yeah. Well, you find a shop right off the bat there. That's you want to find that second. You don't want to find that right now. Come on, save it.
Yep,
Can't
do much with that, and it's not in a particularly convenient spot. So hopefully they'll find a more convenient shop later. And Zaruvyen successfully getting off the second fake flippers to get quick access to this drop down, and unfortunately it's Hyrule Castle, and without any bombs, Zaruvyen won't have easy access to the 3 items at the back of Escape here, and neither will SirLinkalot.
Well, if we want to go get bombs, you know where to get them. It's right over there across the water. Alright, time to get a Pac-Man on.
That's right. It's a little unfortunate that our runners get the money that they would have needed to get the items at the back of Escape immediately after walking away from those the bombs from the shop. It looks like Zaruvyen's heading up to Hyrule Castle, going to get, I guess, the tier. Let's see, how many enemies has he killed? I'm not sure if this will be a tier 1 or tier 2 or 3.
Yeah, I believe that's the second enemy killed. He killed one of them green blobs above the shop, and then that guard.
Hmm.
Not opting for the tree pole just yet. Gonna go down to the uncle entrance. This guard is like the best guard at his job, by the way.
Yeah, this is getting a little exciting down there.
Yeah.
Right, and SirLinkalot farming these 50-50 bushes for his early bombs.
Got 2 already. And there's a lumberjack taken care of over there. That's 1 drop down, we know. It's 2, actually. We did get the 1 in, for Sanctuary.
Hmm. Yeah, so Zaruvyen not finding very much in those first couple checks. Got the Houlihan money, but not much aside from that.
I think SirLinkalot has opted that 3 bombs is comfortable enough to proceed with.
Yep.
Nothing on that island.
Yeah, heading into the South-North Kakariko checks.
Hey, there you go. You want bombs? Here you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
Slightly overpriced bombs, but
Paying for convenience.
You'll take what you can get.
Paying for convenience. Hey, speaking of bombs, it's my good friend Johnny Two Bombs.
Oh boy, that pays off immediately.
Hype cave this early, you don't care what you get, but key to Ganon's Tower and a sword, that's kind of ominous right there. That early Ganon's Tower key could possibly mean something big.
Oh yeah, and that sword, really, really nice to have. Could be very handy going into these Kakariko entrances. Looks like the advantage today was to the south to north Kakariko play, as opposed to what I suspect is another pretty common route would be to spawn at Sanctuary and then start covering the Kakariko from north to south. Then you don't get that sword, so that could provide a bit of an early lead.
Right, whereas Zaruvyen over here is headed east to these 4 Eastern Palace entrances, which are kind of a pain in the neck to walk to. So he's getting them out of the way early.
And they're the bombs, the discount bombs.
The discount bombs or the reasonably priced ones?
We have a vanilla magic bat. Okay.
Z better be careful. He's gonna have a little bit of a hard time getting through this with just 1 heart. And it takes some extra time to walk around. Oh look, bombs. Always after you buy them. But SirLinkalot has had a very serendipitous route here. You got just a handful of bombs on the way, and now can just head into the shack and just collect them to his heart's content.
Yeah, saves a little bit of early money there.
Gatekeeping Octorok needs to move.
I think, do those do half a heart or full heart? It's just half a heart, right?
Just half a heart, yeah, but still, you don't want to get hit. That was Bombos in the library in Kakariko.
Ooh.
That's a pretty interesting place for the magic shop. You know, it's still a flute away, but you don't have that yet.
Yeah, if our runners find flute, that'll be pretty convenient. Certainly seen less convenient places for the potion shop.
Yeah. Like the Turtle Rock Ledge.
Oh boy.
From downtown, nice free throw from Zaruvyen there. Perfectly landed. Oh, we got a glove. We got boots.
Oh my goodness, that all right. Well,
we have our extremities are covered now.
Yeah, I was saying south to north Kakariko was the play, but I don't know about that anymore now.
That was certainly a mighty escape, and going right to the boots locations here. Oh, yeah. Look at this.
Ooh, a very accessible connector. Let's see how handy it is.
It's... Okay.
Nope.
Never say nope until we get that mirror.
Yeah, that'll put a pin in that one. That might be convenient later, but quite useless for now.
It's not doing us any favors. Oh, replenished. Nice.
Alright, so it looks like Zaruvyen's heading down to the South Shore checks as SirLinkalot is continuing to clear out Kakariko.
Oh, we can go in there. Those boots mean we can go in there. Into that misery mire. And Ganon is a Kakariko. There's so much going on right now. My head is spinning already.
Oh boy.
Why'd they have to go to different places?
Yep. Okay, we have Turtle Rock left at Blind Sut. Wow, that early accessible Misery Mire. Of course, Zaruvyen doesn't have any. But pretty sure 8 bombs aren't enough to get through Mire 2, even if you wanted to.
Right, even if it is, you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I like what Zaruvyen's doing here. He found this glove pretty early. It's the boots make this a pretty quick run over here. You can get all 3 of these entrances right now.
Yeah. The early glove is so nice to find.
Casa de Pollo.
Okay, let's see. Oh, there's the clip. Oh, the chicken vanished though.
Stuck in the wall. Con 20 rupees.
All right, and SirLinkalot, finding the super button connector, choosing to follow it immediately instead of finishing out the other entrances around there. So we'll see if this pays off. Interesting that so Zaruvyen found a ferry connector there, but chose to save and quit instead of following it. I guess a connector in the Ice Rod Cave area is probably not very useful.
Well, that particular connector connected to the cave right next to it, so...
Oh,
That's
okay.
why I'm laughing.
Great. Oh, I missed that other part. That's fantastic.
It's a shame we get Uncle here when we have the glove. This'll be starting to get worried about what's at Lumberjack here.
Oh yeah, I guess they haven't found Kakariko well yet. I don't think we've seen. I don't think we've seen the forest drop down yet. So hopefully it's there.
SirLinkalot opted not to go into escape, so he doesn't have his glove or boots yet.
Yeah, I wonder if he's working his way. If he's working his way east, and might be picking up the back of escape items at that point. All right, we have Desert Palace, and Zaruvyen with the boots will be able to get the torch item if something good is there. Don't remember where that was. North Light World somewhere?
That was in Bonk Rocks. This the eastern entrance to Desert Palace at the Bonk Rocks.
Okay.
Comfortable key to Skullwoods already. SirLinkalot opting not to do that dark connector just yet.
All right, early money. Not going to say no to that.
No, we are not.
Partial refund from the 100 rupee bombs earlier.
All right, there's the well at the Lost Woods drop down. So, not going to be at Lumberjack today, and neither is Ganon. So, we may be safe from the wrath of Aga today. We're at the mountain. Was that the west exit?
I believe so. Yes. So that's pretty convenient.
It didn't look like there's anything special in that well. Was maybe ether? Was the closest thing we got?
Looks like it.
Yeah. And that connector up the mountain, by the way, that one that led to that ledge over there, probably not as good as it could have been.
Yeah, it looks like these entrances haven't really yielded much, and it's always unfortunate being put in the position of needing to choose the 50-50. Ooh, the scary...
Uncooperative Tektites.
Scary Tektites there. Alright, at least found an item cave. Let's see if it's something good.
We got his hearts replenished, too.
That's something good.
We are loaded with footwear today.
Yeah, that's a pretty big payoff.
And this will be his terminus unless this leads somewhere else. Oh no. Well, we did find a bombos in Kakariko on the library. So that Ice Palace is in logic if we get everything.
Yeah, I wonder if...
Yeah, the boots to get that bombos and the sword to activate it once Zaruvyen gets there. Go on, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, I wonder if we might see SirLinkalot make a pretty early Ice Palace dip if he ends up making it up there soon with similar equipment to this.
Right, he won't be getting up there without his boots because we know that Desert Palace entrance is at the Bonk Rock. So, we found a lamp.
Oh, lamp was in Lost Woods. Okay, so Zaruvyen probably makes his way over there soon enough.
Yeah, he's gonna see his Johnny 2 Bombs gonna get him his sword hookup, but he got a Dark World connector already.
Yeah, I missed what connector that was, but
That was over at the fortune teller north of the Kakariko village where they live.
oh, okay. So, gonna get a little early bunny walking in. I find early bunny walking plays are often the plays that can provide a surprising amount of advantage, especially if you find a valuable connector while doing it. Let's see. Not so much.
Not really, no. If anything, it just adds to the tedium. Like, I really don't like spending too much time in the Dark World.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Especially this early when there's a lot of Light World left, and we know that that part of the Light World that SirLinkalot is missing contains the glove and boots, which obviously don't make a difference to the bunny, but certainly make a difference for clearing the rest of Light World entrances.
Yeah, I gotta be honest, that Ice Palace is kind of scary.
Yep. Though it's almost like it wouldn't be a key sanity seed if it didn't require at least 2 dips into Ice Palace.
Yeah. We can probably get away with that in this one.
But I'm sure both of our runners are comfortable with low percent Ice Palace. It's a little interesting that Zaruvyen's managed to dodge all of the heart containers so far. I imagine the 3 that SirLinkalot has are probably somewhere in Kakariko.
This is a very bold play into Skullwoods right here. He did not get that small key that Zaruvyen got. He's going to get his key replenished over on the pinball room, but let's see what he can do here. Found a very convenient hole to dive into. That's Hyrule Castle West over... I missed that earlier. No one chose to go in it yet or check anything about it.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I wonder if SirLinkalot had the lamp when he found that entrance. With the sword and lamp, there's 2 items in logic, at least, and
The lamp is in the Lost Woods, so I think SirLinkalot must have got it after being in Kakariko for a bit.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. Alright, now with that Bombos, I wonder if Zaruvyen is thinking about Ice Palace. Especially with that glove in hand. Well, we need a hammer to really make good use of that glove in Ice Palace, so they might be waiting to... It might be prudent to wait for that hammer, at least a little bit. You don't want to rush back there to the Ice Palace just yet. I mean, who would?
Yeah, it always feels bad in Crosskeys when you leave a location and you leave items in a location and then immediately find something that unlocks more items in that location you just left. That's that's Crosskeys messing with you. Looks like Linkalot is picking up his glove and boots not too long after Zaruvyen, so he probably doesn't feel super late to those. Probably just relieved to find them, honestly.
Well, that small key to Misery Mire makes me remember that Misery Mire is just south of Link's house, and we do have a method of ingress in there, as well as a fire source to get pretty much everything in that dungeon short of anything that requires a big key. So that Misery Mire is kind of scary, too.
Yeah, well, my guess is that we might see an early Misery Mire dip before an Ice Palace dip.
Yeah,
a little more density, I think there.
Not only that, and it's more accessible. It's density is the word for it.
Less scary, I think.
I don't know, Misery Mire is pretty scary. I don't know. That place is too green. It's too green.
It's miserable even.
Yes. Did we see Lumberjack? I don't remember seeing Lumberjack.
I don't think so.
Oh, it's a hookshot.
Yeah,
If we can get one thing in here.
I'm not sure if we've seen Lumberjack or Useless Fairy. Alright, SirLinkalot getting the bad news about that connector. Zaruvyen getting the bonk hookshot chest. And a fetch quest key. Okay.
Yeah, good try, Z. Worth the effort, I guess, but just pick up this heart and be done with it. Oh, no. Saying, screw that heart. And we're on the island. Sweet. Oh, we have flippers, that's right.
We have flippers, but Zaruvyen choosing to go for the waterfall cave and Zora Ledge, presumably the Zora Ledge check as well, or maybe not. Yeah, the Zora Ledge check without 500 rupees doesn't feel great, and hey, this is a pretty accessible connector item. Choosing to follow it.
Yeah, I don't like leaving early Spiral Cave undone.
Yeah, it's one of those that's easy to easy to forget about, and then last location of your progression in that one chest, and that feels bad.
Yeah, didn't amount to anything, but maybe the connector's good. No, well, I guess this helps with routing.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's about all it does. I mean,
handy, but
yeah, it's nice to be able to forget about Spiral Cave completely. Palace of Darkness, man, we're just finding dungeons all over the place.
oh,
So Linkalot
boy.
found Skull Woods just nearby. Oh, if he had that small key still, he might be able to do this dungeon. Might be able to.
Oh yeah, did SirLinkalot find the Skullwood Small, or did he spend it? Oh, it looks like it's on his tracker. Okay, so
He found the one in Skull Woods.
right.
You know, the one that's guaranteed to be in that chest.
Oh yes. So he didn't find an additional. He didn't find the additional Skullwood Small that Zaruvyen did.
Oh,
Ooh,
no.
a bow on. Oh, a bow on Zora Ledge immediately after walking away from the bow-locked chest and pod.
We got a key to Ice Palace, further cementing the need to maybe even go in there. Hey, high five.
Yeah, a little bit of sync. Wow, finding pod before you found bow or a potion or fairy is one of I think is one of the most irritating things in a Crosskeys race where you can't mimic clip and you suspect your opponent can. That's that's always one of the many anxiety-inducing things in Crosskeys. I don't know if SirLinkalot can mimic clip. If he can, he could pick up a really big early advantage here.
It depends. Pod is a pendant. We haven't seen any keys for it. Right now, I don't have any indication that there's actually anything worthwhile in this dungeon just yet.
Yep, and if SirLinkalot can mimic clip, he's choosing not to today.
Both runners have reached their terminus at the end of the route, and it looks like Linkalot is going into that Misery Mire.
Then the Misery Mire dip. While Zaruvyen, I guess Zaruvyen must have finished or postponed the Lost Woods checks, because it looks like he does not have that lamp yet, which definitely makes the Misery Mire dip much less attractive.
I believe he had taken Hookshot Cave over to... I don't remember where the exit was. Oh, well, that's right. Hookshot Cave, the exit was at the island, and then he swam to the waterfall.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Quake instead of Misery Mire. I don't know how useful that's going to be.
Yeah, so Misery Mire, we have 6 out of 8 chests that are, well, okay, 4 out of 8 chests in logic, 6 out of 8 chests accessible. The left side of Misery Mire is only in logic with 2 to 3 small keys, and I don't think, oh, we found one, but...
Yeah, we found one. We picked up another one in here.
So let's see what the out of logic side of Misery Mire has for us today. While Zaruvyen looks like he's making his way towards Lost Woods, probably to pick up that lamp.
Yeah, he's gonna clean up his route here. Maybe we'll actually get to see what's inside of Lumberjack today. Oh, these guards are annoying.
Yeah, they were really sticking on him today. Playing good defense.
Yeah. Can't let them use those boosts for free.
It always feels bad needing to do needing to use the lamp to clear cutscene chest in Mire. Obviously, very common in Crosskeys, since Mire is very lucrative very early. But it just feels so slow.
Hey, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. And I think that was a useless fairy at Lumberjack. So kudos to our runners for rolling a seed where you don't need to do Lumberjack today.
Yeah, we get to skip Lumberjack, but we'll have that forest drop down item kind of added to the pool of things hanging over our head at the top of blocked by the top of Ganon's tower.
This is where I think most of the heart containers were for SirLinkalot. I think there were 2 in here. So that lamp block side of Misery Mire not proving useful all that much. And there's our first key to pod.
Yeah,
on the, as you would say, logical side.
Yeah, I guess that first key to pod puts 2 additional checks in logic and pod. Those Stuffless Basement and Arena Bridge. But you'll sometimes see runners, you'll occasionally, I think, see runners try to postpone using that first pod small, tempted to spend it on the back instead of the front. If you can get around the side, obviously can't with no hammer yet, but I've definitely seen races where runners postponed using that key on the front door, and then something huge was just in Stuffless Basement.
Yeah.
So that's
from my standpoint, you give me an early pod, you give me an early pod key, I'm gonna use it.
Yep. I absolutely agree. But
like there's 6 of them. You don't need that many.
Yeah, and
if you're enterprising enough, you can do the whole dungeon with 4, but 5 is that number you want. If you can hammer
absolutely. Absolutely. And we saw some bunny walking earlier from SirLinkalot. Now we're seeing some bunny walking from Zaruvyen. So
I really hope SirLinkalot takes this connector. I hope he takes it. I mean, he's probably not gonna. He's gonna say, "I'll wait until I check this other door first." Man, oh man, do I hope he takes it.
Yeah, that's a pretty common. Oh, right. This is the very useful fairy connector here.
I hope he takes this and walks out the other entrance. Just. Oh, come on! I'd have done that. That's funny. Come on. All right. You're on stream, all right?
Choosing not to go on the loop-de-loop there.
All right. I like roller coasters. I like roller coasters. I've been on a roller coaster in years. I'm too big for them. Anyway, looks like we're getting more out of a Zaruvyen than we did out of SirLinkalot here. SirLinkalot opted to go right into Skull Woods for the purposes of maybe terminating his Dark World route inside of like some place where you get locked in, so not to be tempted to do this so much. But we are running out of logical places to go, and it looks like that Ice Palace is probably going to be where our next things are, because we didn't get very much out of Misery Mire. This bunny walking is not giving us much of anything.
Yeah, I agree. Kind of all signs point to that, to yet another Crosskeys seed with a hard-required low-percent hammerless Ice Palace for progression. What else is new?
We do have a logical entrance into Turtle Rock, so it could be there as well, with 2 keys available.
And I'm pretty sure SirLinkalot has not found that that Ice Palace entrance. So I'm pretty sure he hasn't gone through that Desert Palace connector that leads there.
No. But I think the later he waits to find and do it, the more likely he is to go in right away.
Yeah, I agree. SirLinkalot taking this connector in the opposite direction that that Zaruvyen did.
Yeah, he fake flippered to get here.
Oh, right.
Right, because those those flippers were on Death Mountain, if I remember correctly.
That's correct, yeah. Yeah, southeast Idle Death Mountain.
Those flippers, which really haven't gotten us anywhere yet. We haven't seen that Zora ledge yet.
Ooh, Zaruvyen almost getting caught there.
You know what else we haven't seen that I'm now realizing? Walking back into Desert Palace, we didn't see the middle entrance yet.
That's correct, yeah. I suspect we probably won't see that entrance from SirLinkalot either. It's kind of the left entrance is closer to the torch than the middle, and once you come out that left entrance, that it's just so appealing to jump down and check all those additional entrances,
right,
that it's not super tempting to immediately go back in and check the other connector, which might be a dead end.
Yeah, you might get locked out over there. Who knows?
Yep.
That might lead to hammer pigs, and what are we gonna do then?
Yep.
Nothing. Can't do nothing about that.
And Zaruvyen doing a Dungeon Bunny revival to...
Oh, we're gonna see a different entrance, though. I'm sorry to interrupt you. This is alright, okay. Yes, SirLinkalot opted to take a different drop-down than Zaruvyen did.
Oh, I see. But I don't think the two drop-downs that Zaruvyen took... I don't think those two entrances led to anything. I think Flippers and Ice Palace... We just saw Ice Palace, Linkalot choosing to clear out the other entrances around here before considering going back in.
Yeah, I think the Flippers are in this one. No, that must be in the lower one. Because I believe you are correct. I don't think it was behind the other drop-down.
Oh, our restreamer Riccio of Kokiri is reminding us in chat that that SirLinkalot didn't go back to the library to pick up the bombos, since he didn't have the boots for that initial Kakariko clear. So he does not have the option of going in.
But he does know it's available.
Yep.
So I have to imagine he's at least thinking about it. I wouldn't be surprised if he made a beeline right for it.
Yeah, that'll be on both of our runners' minds right now. And one of our trackers, Torin the Dragon, is reminding us that that Hyrule Castle is fairly accessible. Actually, because the back was so easy to access, we'll probably see, I think, a full clear, even though these the two chests at the what is it, the Boomerang chest and Zelda Cell aren't in logic until they find that Hyrule Castle small. But in a situation like this, that's more kind of trivia for logic than anything actually important.
Yeah, that's more of a safety key for logic than anything else, because you could irresponsibly spend your keys in the wrong doors, and then what are you gonna do?
Yep.
I mean, you're in here, you can do it. Just do it. I mean...
Yeah, absolutely. Although, in this case, Zaruvyen doesn't have a convenient way to stun the green guard. So, he does have 10 bombs, so we might see him take a bunch of damage on the ball and chain guard, kind of set up a bomb death warp. Oh, he did get the... don't die. Okay, there we go.
He's done this before, you can tell.
Yeah, he's a pro. All right, so we have an out of logic red rupee and out of logic 3 bombs. Great. Very important.
We're probably gonna look at Dark Cross here. I can't imagine we're not with that lamp. Not really leading anywhere just yet.
Yeah, I always find this is an interesting situation to consider because, right, as we're seeing from Zaruvyen here, you're kind of faced with the choice between checking the connectors first, or going to Dark Cross and then either coming back later for the connectors, or trying to Death Warp in Dark Cross. It's interesting. Zaruvyen chose to check one of the 2 connectors and then go to Dark Cross.
That in itself was kind of risky. Walking out before Dark Cross. Like, I think the responsible thing is to go get this item and then check the connectors. Model Titans, man. Oh, sheesh. Oh, well, boy.
Well, you made the right side of that bet today. I think personally I would have checked both of the connectors before going back in for Dark Cross, and potentially missed out on those Titans mitts because of it. So yeah, that's a huge find, and a quick Death Warp there to finish off this 3rd connector. So after this, Hyrule Castle will be fully clear for Zaruvyen. Meanwhile, SirLinkalot going to these chests that I think one of the 2 is in logic. I think Chain Chomps is in logic. But
we have access to 2 Turtle Rock keys, if I'm not mistaken. SirLinkalot found one somewhere else. I don't remember where it was, but I know there was one in a checkerboard cave inside of I think it was the Dark Lumberjack shop.
Okay. And just a GT small, Turtle Rock small key logic in Entrance Shuffle is something that I barely understand, and if any of the Python coders in the audience wants something to break their brain for a while, I encourage you to look up the source code of Turtle Rock Entrance Shuffle small key logic. It's something like maybe 100 to 120 lines. It is a complete nightmare.
Isn't it completely dependent on which entrances are where and where they are accessible? I can't imagine. Yeah. It's crazy.
Absolutely.
You give me key, I open door. I'm in Turtle Rock. That's it. That's all I got. This Neanderthal route through this place, and if you get what you get, you don't get upset.
Yeah. The Turtle Rock key logic, I think I describe it as graduate level or post grad even. All right, so our runners getting a bunch of checks. Neither kind of choosing to go into to pull the trigger on that Ice Palace dip.
Oh, where did we get this big key? Where did we get that? I totally missed that. Spaced the heck out of that one. I'm like, why is SirLinkalot doing this?
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Are we gonna see the middle now, or are we going back to Ice Palace?
Oh, that's a good question. He might be checking both. He might be checking the middle connector, hoping it's not one way, and then.
Oh, that's definitely not one way. Up and just out and to terminate. Okay.
Yeah, choosing to end there instead of going back in, doing you would have needed to do another Dungeon Bunny revival to go back, but looks like he's saying no. You know what? I still have a bunch of other stuff. I don't think Zaruvyen's dipped Misery Mire yet. In fact, I'm pretty sure he hasn't. So that might be, it's so accessible. It's right next to Link's house as opposed to the magical journey leading to Ice Palace. So we might be seeing Zaruvyen go to Misery Mire before then.
Well, he's getting as far away from Misery Mire as he possibly can right now.
Yeah, running away from it Potentially running towards a Turtle Rock dip. It looks like he also got that Turtle Rock big key, so he'll have three items available. Oh no, doing the Super Bunny. Yeah, pretty common routing in Kakariko too. Oh, I like this bomb jump. It looks like it wasn't quite high enough.
Yeah, I don't, and for that reason.
Yeah, wasn't quite high enough.
No comment.
And SirLinkalot getting his out of logic Hyrule Castle checks, but cleaning up Hyrule Castle, probably in the same manner that Zaruvyen did earlier. I wonder if the middle entrance of Hyrule Castle led to the Dark World, and I wonder if that kind of encourages doing the Death Warp in Dark Cross, because that makes that changes the world state from Light World to Dark World, and it makes it makes Death Warping in Dark Cross a lot easier.
Enemies do a lot more damage. I'm pretty sure maybe Zaruvyen was thinking that, but that did lead to Mimic Cave in the Light World.
Was that in King's Tomb? Oh no, King's Tomb.
No, we haven't seen. Have we seen King's Tomb yet? It was Myersha. That's what was there. Okay.
All right. Now Zaruvyen is going back to Desert Palace left, which will probably lead him to take the other drop down that he off of the top of Light World Death Mountain that he didn't choose earlier, which will drop him right on top of Ice Palace.
Yeah, and then after Ice Palace, you can check those two entrances in the Dark World if he so chooses, for whatever they're worth. Well, you don't have a Moon Pearl anyway. Well, we're going in. I've been looking forward to this ever since I realized Bombos was on that library.
Oh yeah. So
who's ready to see some dirtbag Ice Palace plays right here?
Oh boy, and no Kane, so we'll be going through. Probably not seeing Ice Palace bomb jump. You're kind of, if you're going through the trouble of doing Ice Palace bomb jump, you're really betting on that hammer in Ice Palace showing up. But considering Zaruvyen's still on green mail, it's not only extra time, but it leaves you at lower health. It's a lot scarier, I think.
It's not appealing, no.
Yeah.
But I think in this situation, I would reluctantly try to do the bomb jump, if only because if you find the hammer in here, it becomes completable. If illogical, I'd at least go for it. But he's not sticking with it. He's getting out of there.
Yeah, it looks like he picked up that first the first Pen Gator chest, and then saying, nope, you know what, this is I'll do a little bit more before coming back and getting them. All
right.
So bunny walking was the answer. Oh, seems my goodness.
There you go. We have access. We have generic Dark World access as well with that Titan's Mitt.
Wow, that could be pretty huge if SirLinkalot decides to dip further into Ice Palace when he makes it back there, and of course doesn't find the hammer.
Right.
Yeah,
just like that, the entire world is open now. We have so many options.
Yeah, that could be a big swing one way or the other. It probably takes Zaruvyen, with how much more just opened up in the world to him, it probably takes him a while to get back to Ice Palace. So if SirLinkalot does dig deeper into a freezer chest or any of the other things in logic there and find something, that could swing it back the other way. But if not, then yeah, early Moon Pearl, not going to say no to that.
I don't like early Moon Pearl. There's too many options in Crosskeys. It makes my head spin. It makes me think, like there's okay. I like how to say it. When there's when the river becomes the ocean, you don't know where to swim. You know what I mean?
I absolutely understand that. It's why it's why last locating things in Crosskeys is kind of it's not entirely bad. It's obviously depressing and frustrating. You're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm so far behind. I'm approaching my last location. Where is the progression? But at the same time, it kind of takes the decision making out of it to some extent. It's I only have one place to go, so I'm just gonna go there. It's the opposite situation of the whole world opening up and then figuring, oh my gosh, where do I go first?
Yeah, like the pretty much the entire Dark World, short of Dark Death Mountain, is open now. I mean, we've already seen Skull Woods and most of the northern areas, so there's that. We've got access to the Palace of Darkness area with those flippers, as well as the Dark Shopping Mall. So there's a lot that can be done, as well as cleaning up what we couldn't do earlier over here while bunny walking. So it's gonna take some time.
Yeah, and welcome to our raiders from Zelda Speedruns. We are 44 minutes into the Crosskeys Swiss tourney race between Zaruvyen and SirLinkalot. They are both 2-1 in this tourney, and yeah, this is the fourth week between them. Was that an accidental fall or going back for the Smith? Nope, looks like it was just
It was definitely an accident.
Super speed trip. I think they found Smith somewhere. I'm pretty sure they did.
Yeah, it was at the tavern. Surprised Zaruvyen didn't pick him up. I mean, you can pretty much take him everywhere you want, and if he manages to stick with you by the time you get back to Kakariko, you're going, hey, all the better. If not, whatever. What'd you lose out on?
Yeah, it's kind of like it's kind of like he's right there. So you can just grab him, and then if you end up finding the old man connector, or if you end up wanting to complete a dungeon, then you'll lose him. But not much is lost.
No.
Whoa. Okay. So I thought it might have taken SirLinkalot quite some time to make it to that Moon Pearl, and I thought he would have gotten baited into into that Ice Palace dip. But no, SirLinkalot saw the vision. He saw that those myths and said, nope. You know what? I'm going to. He just beelined it straight for that Moon Pearl. That is very fortunate.
And he hasn't picked up his bombos yet either. Yeah.
Bombos. Oh wow! So skipping the bombos kind of saved him from what's likely a big time waste there, depending on what ends up in.
Yeah, we still haven't really seen what else is in there. We've seen one chest, and then we got out of there. It is a bit of a time sink, and if you don't find anything in there, that could hurt.
Yeah. And with Mitz and Moon Pearl, we have quite convenient Dark World access, which is nice. Do we have any more convenient? I don't think we have any more convenient Dark World connectors.
Just one that takes us from the fortune teller over to the bomb shop.
Oh,
where the bomb shop would be. So yeah, that's a pretty good one.
Yeah, that's
until we
nice.
find our hammer, it could be a substitute for getting to where you need to go a little faster.
Yeah. So Zaruvyen found one of the Spectacle Rock entrances. I know someone found the bottom of Spectacle Rock.
That was in what do you call it there? The Spiral Cave entrance.
Okay. But I don't think we found the other one. So
no.
Yeah, sometimes you'll see runners do a bomb jump there. It's one of the bomb jumps that doesn't have an easy spin set up to it. So there's kind of pixel lineups you have to learn for it. But yeah, maybe we'll see that from SirLinkalot shortly.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that Spectacle Rock connector is kind of dead for everybody. The bottom is up the mountain, so if you wanted quick access up the mountain to that Spiral Cave entrance, you could do it. It might be a bit of a convenient way to get to Ice Palace if you really need it, but I don't really see it being that useful right now.
Oh, we have seen all three. Okay. and a catfish check. Okay, this can sometimes take a while to get to.
Yeah, this dude is dirty.
All right. Boomerang, slightly more convenient. Ganon's tower axis if we end up making it over there.
I guess it helps with ice armos. Hey, I'm not gonna say no to something that stuns just yet. We don't have a hook shot yet. We're still in fighter sword. At this point, it's more. I think it's more beneficial to stun your enemies than to swipe and try to kill them in this state.
And it looks like Zaruvyen is taking a slightly scary.
Yeah, this Robin run is kind of scary.
All right.
Oh boy.
Half heart. But no fear, just dashing all the way up there. It's a pretty safe dash, I think. And yeah, making it with no
Chia.
Making it with plenty of health to spare. Oh, there's the third.
There you go.
So I thought we'd seen the third one, but looks like we didn't. And so yeah, that bomb jump would have been slightly nice.
Yeah, I mean, it would have gotten this out of the way, but we have ways of getting back with those flippers and this whirlpool, and some nice convenient health replenishment over there, and K45.
Yeah, you can get a little bit out of the danger zone, and looks like Zaruvyen's heading up to the East Dark World checks. It's always nice when you're able to link up catfish. Well, to link up catfish with anything, honestly. But but you've kind of got the out of the way catfish item. You've got those out of the way dark shopping mall entrances.
Yeah.
So getting to link those together, always feels pretty good.
It does, especially when you can, when you don't link a little, you link a lot.
Oh god,
I make no apologies for that one.
Oh no, it's great. So we have Turtle Rock right at, what was that, the pod entrance I can never remember the name of, pod area, hint cave, pod hint.
Yeah,
right.
pod hint. And I don't think Zaruvyen has seen the Crystal Roller Room area, so he's gonna go there and probably take a Death Warp to go out.
Yep. Yeah, it looks like he hasn't been here at all, so he probably picks up a Lava Chest and Chain Chomp at the same time.
Meanwhile, SirLinkalot is just also retreading things that Zaruvyen had already done. Yeah,
Zaruvyen getting the Moon Pearl a little bit earlier than SirLinkalot, so following in Zaruvyen's footsteps in these early Dark World checks a little bit. But SirLinkalot does have the partial Misery Mire clear up on Zaruvyen, so
for whatever that was worth. There were a few keys in there, so if nothing else, it could be a potential easier dungeon clearing or some more logical pointers. There are a couple of pod keys that are floating around that we've gotten that nobody's done anything with yet.
Yeah, I wonder. I always like having 3 pod smalls before kind of digging deeper into pod. You can kind of very quickly and easily check everything except for. Well, the way I like to do it is check everything except for the vanilla big key chest and the boss. So it makes for a nice dip. But yeah, with only 2 on SirLinkalot's side and 1 on Zaruvyen's side, it might be a minute before we see that.
Careful! Ooh.
Scary chain chomps.
Yeah. Well, I always say about pod keys, the only important amounts of interrupted my proverb. Well, try not to die, ladies and gentlemen. And if you do, try not to die in Turtle Rock. All right, we're not getting that. That's fine. I think it was just a map anyway. That might have been a pod. I forget what that was. But anyway, about pod. the only important amount of pod keys, in my opinion, are 1 and 6.
Yep. Yeah, basically.
This is the mountain
especially
cave,
if you're especially if you're following logic.
So this is not a terrible access to a save and quit location here. We haven't gotten to that side of the mountain yet. So this could go there. Wherever this is, we haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, let's see if this is something valuable. Oh,
that's not bad.
Okay, yeah.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
I guess it's two entrances. Oh no, 4 entrances, because he can run over west after this.
There's Castle Tower.
Yeah, this is another situation that I've seen swing races where one runner heads into Aga Tower with 0 keys and checks this first chest before running out, while the other waits to come here until they have 1 key. The shovel. And then,
well, the thing about this Castle Tower in particular is that it's accessible right from a save and quit location. So that's. You're right, of course. I'm not trying to refute your claim, but
oh yeah, you're right. Not super isolated.
Got us on the mountaintop.
Yep. So we got upgrade fairy, but with how stingy the seed has been so far, I think neither of our runners has been to Zora yet.
No.
So, yeah, this is.
I guess you mean financially, because any seed where you get the boots and the glove kind of right away, I wouldn't call stingy.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh no, Eastern Palace. Arg. All right, fine, we'll go in. I probably would have checked the other entrance before coming in here.
Yeah, it's that's a tough decision to make, because walking back up from that other entrance is slow. But it'll definitely feel bad if the Eastern Palace big key is there. Of course, without the bow, that would only unlock 1 more item. Or it could just be Mini Moldorm Cave. I'm not sure if we've seen that yet. And Mini Moldorm Cave with both the other bow and the Eastern Palace big. Not very likely.
We have not yet seen Mini Moldorm Cave. Now, this isn't exactly an early Eastern Palace, so I'm not really expecting very much, but Eastern Palace has surprised me too many times for me to ignore it whenever I find it, regardless of which sphere it's located on.
Yeah, the thing I'm always scared of in a situation like this is dipping Eastern Palace early, then finding the Eastern Big Key, and then a vanilla bow. It's kind of the worst case scenario. But we already know that one of the bows is on Desert Ledge, so that's not too much of a concern.
Right. And the Zaruvyen did opt to leave a couple of entrances behind. He at least the pod main entrance that was isolated. He did not go into that, opting to instead follow the mountain connector all the way up here, which is now inaccessible because of where the exit was, and not to mention the drop down.
Where was pod? I didn't take it in my notes.
Palace of Darkness was at Agina's cave.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. They both saw that.
Yes. But we haven't gone back there. We do have 2 keys and a lamp, so we can do a bit in logic. At Eastern Palace, nothing.
Just a heart. Well, at least it wasn't the Sank heart, because now Zaruvyen is doing the Death Warp and probably checking that second West Dark Death Mountain entrance before probably ending this trip, and then not sure where he'll go. Meanwhile, SirLinkalot.
Right, here we go. Mini Moldorm Cave with bow and Eastern Palace. Oh, it's Thieves Town. Okay, Thieves Town and Eastern Palace.
Yeah, that's nope, just more fetch quest, and
that might incentivize him to go back to pod, because that's another entrance down there in that area.
Oh yeah, I guess we haven't seen the front of desert yet. Although with only with no potions and no still no non-mimic clip access to non-mimic leper hovering access to those 2 right side chests. We might see him hold out until he can get those.
So it looks like SirLinkalot also opted to isolate Pod. The main interest of Pod, I should say.
Oh, I see what you were talking about, the vanilla entrance, not okay.
That is yes. I apologize for not clarifying. That's what I meant.
No, that makes
the
sense.
vanilla entrance to Pod is still unchecked by both runners, and that honestly, I'm bothered. I'm bothered by that.
Yeah, that's
that is a harsh thing to go back to. That's important.
Yeah,
you're not gonna go back there.
was the back of the Old Man Cave, was that at Dark Old Flute 5?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
So it's not as bad as maybe I'm saying, but still, we have not found that access to the Death Mountain yet.
Yeah, it's a little isolated, but not too much. I don't know. Maybe our runners are keeping track of how many connectors they haven't found, and you know,
possibly
because I think they've already found a lot of connectors. So, I think they still haven't found Paradox Cave, right? That's a really valuable connector.
We have the bottom of Paradox Cave is at the library in Kakariko.
Right.
But we can't get in there. Alright, look, there's nothing. Oh, we scummed it. Okay.
All right.
He's made up his mind. He's made up his mind. He's gonna keep his baby.
Yeah, considering how rupee poor the opening of the seat has been, that's pretty understandable. Especially with the once he gets the flute, the very accessible potion shop. Flute and bottles, I suppose.
It looks like SirLinkalot opted not to go into Eastern Palace. That might save him some time, unless he decides to go back after the Stevestown play. Oh, we're gonna dig.
It's interesting how kind of the broad strokes of both of our runners' routing so far has been pretty almost in lockstep.
Yeah, this seems to be funneling you into a particular direction, and not really sure what direction that is yet. It could be Ice Palace. It could be Palace of Darkness. It's looking like it's going to be one of those two, because right now that's really all we got. That's really paid off.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how since finding the Moon Pearl, there's just been very little that the Moon Pearl unlocked immediately, I think.
Well, very little of substance.
Right. Just obviously clearing a ton of connectors and checking a ton of entrances, but in terms of actual progression, it kind of I wonder if that Moon Pearl ended up as a bit of a distraction from the chests in Pod and Ice that have been in logic for both of our runners all this time. Imagine the Moon Pearl being just a distraction.
the Go Mode Moon Pearl dream.
Yeah.
Or the even more rare Moon Pearlless finish.
Oh,
I came close once, almost. All it took was an Ice Palace in the right place. I could have had it, but nope, didn't get there.
Yeah,
one time.
And I think
that dragon ever since.
I think SirLinkalot is doing the route that you mentioned earlier of going down and checking that entrance for Thievestown first before coming up and going into Eastern Palace.
Yeah, well, more thorough and more pragmatic. Same amount of reward, because we're not going to get anything at either of these places. Unless you put value into that book, and who knows what that could lead to.
Yeah, ended up not making a difference one way or the other. But here's the Frog World Tour.
I feel like we could have done this a lot sooner.
Yeah, I don't think we saw it from SirLinkalot either. So this could potentially be something.
Just take him with you. What does it cost? It doesn't cost you anything.
Do you think he's taking him to Pod? Because Kiki gets rid of the gets rid of the frog, if I remember correctly.
No, this is a play of Pyramid, and yes, Kiki does get rid of the frog.
Wow, okay.
Anything that spawns an NPC, I think. Because I know I lost him at Uncle before.
Yeah, I wonder how Zaruvyen made it up to Catfish without checking this first. I wonder if there was a connector that led out at Dark Potion Shop, or what happened there. Not sure.
He had flippers and routed from the north.
Okay.
And then he took the whirlpool down to the shopping mall, and then routed through into the Palace of Darkness area.
Yeah, I was trying to remember how he got to Catfish without going by Pyramid Ledge first. I think that was the part I missed.
Yeah, he took the connector into the... I forget which the connector was to get into the Dark World, but yeah.
Yeah.
Just run, homie. Just run. Just run. You good.
Yeah, that frame perfect spin speed. It's one of those tricks that you could do it, and I'm certain both SirLinkalot and Zaruvyen have done that trick probably thousands of times at this point, and it never quite gets, even for the highest level runners in ALttPR racing, it never gets quite 100% consistent.
Nah, and it's like kind of axiomatic that if you're being restreamed, it never works.
Oh yeah.
All right, we dropped off the guy, and it turned out to be nothing. So, I guess that's the price of a tour, huh?
Yeah, nice to get that out of the way. Man,
we got a Desert Palace small key, so we're gonna check that.
Oh, okay.
Finally, Linkalot is getting this Bombos. I wonder if he has plans for it.
Yeah, is this the Ice Palace play?
Right. Well, he has all three. He has all three medallions. The power of Earth, Wind, and Fire. He can get into Boogie Wonderland if he wanted to. Key leading to key. Oh, well, we have three towers now. Keys now. Is that what I'm seeing here? We have 3 and a big key. Yeah, that climb's required.
Yeah,
that climb's gonna be required.
Yeah, that's. Gosh, at that point you're almost hoping not to find the bow.
Well, you know where it is.
Yeah, just no connector that leads to Desert Ledge, please.
What else is left? What haven't we seen? The main entrance and back entrance of Turtle Rock. We could need Flute and Mirror to get there.
Oh, I guess SirLinkalot did do the Smith earlier because this is the purple chest play. Oh boy, like this is the point I think where races always get exciting as a viewer and stressful as a runner, where you really start kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel in terms of locations that are left in logic.
I think this is going to be really efficient because he's going to be able to turn in this chest here. He's going to be able to go into pod and do a couple of checks in there, and then finish off at the Desert Palace entrance. So if there's going to be a time to do it, now it's the time.
Yeah, unfortunately, neither runner found a bottle or a bow, and I think if either of them could do the Mimic Clip, we probably would have seen it earlier.
He's going to go for Skullwoods too. All right.
The out of logic, but kind of in the category of one of these basic Crosskeys sequence breaks.
Yeah.
Very easy bomb jump to get this out of the way. Yeah, out of logic, but out of logic and kind of scary. What is this? 8-heart fighter sword, hammerless Mothula. Okay.
Yeah, doable, but not thrilling. We are spending them keys in pod. We are going for it. We got one taken care of. What we got? What we got? Show me. Okay, all right. Now we can do the Sit Kid. We know where that guy is. I forget exactly where, but he's around Kakariko, I think.
Yeah, it's almost a shame that was a be and not well anything else other than an empty
no
bottle.
liquid.
Yeah, no liquid or fairy, because if it was any of those, he would have been able to potion camera unlock to get those two right side.
I don't know how to do it with the fairy, but I know you can. But I don't know how.
Oh, it's fun. It's fun. You just let the berry kill you while bumping you left, and it just works.
Sounds like a pain in the neck. We're not going further at the pod, really? Oh, come on. You got these. There's 4 more out there, homie. Come on, just spend them. Just go.
Well, I don't think he found the second pod spell.
Oh, did he? All right. How many's he got?
Yeah, so, yeah, I think that was all that he could do. Oh, and is that French vanilla desert? Okay. So
we've moved.
Without the desert pig, that's the.
You got this, Linkalot. You got this. You got this. Hang in there. Hang in there. Almost. Just watch the spikes. Dodge the rings.
Gosh,
okay.
This is
the mother. Ah! Oh, wow. Ooh, yeah.
All right.
And the reward for the effort is $100, but. And Crystal. Okay, we got one. We're on the board.
All right. Crystal 1 at 1 hour 9 minutes.
That was tense.
Yeah, one hit from death. Oh man. But that was out of logic, and it wasn't anything important, or it wasn't an important item anyway.
Right. It was more of a clearer convenience since you're already here. Get it done. It's a crystal. Just just go for it.
Yeah, so because SirLinkalot got that second pod key somewhere, I'm really curious where that was at this point.
I don't recall.
Yeah, because he has that, he'll be able to get 1, 2, 3, 4 more checks in here.
Oh, come on!
Oh, was that a vanilla?
Yes, it was.
All right. Bombs for the vanilla items. Fair enough.
You realize these people are giving you stuff for free, man. Like, come on. There's always at least one vanilla thing in a Crosskeys, I found.
Oh, yeah.
always at least one, somewhere. Whether it's an entrance or an item in a particular place. Always one.
Yeah, so the backup pod still isn't in logic yet. I tried to remember, maybe Chad can help me out, how many small keys it takes to put these chests in the backup pod in logic.
I guess it depends on where the bow is.
I can't remember if it does, if it's programmed that way. Okay, Chat's saying 4. That sounds right to me. 4 is 1, 2. Yeah, 4 sounds right.
Well, that Master Sword right there can make that book a little more valuable, but it's already paid off in giving us an entrance to Desert Palace. Oh, we're finally going to see this pod entrance, too.
And it's always... Oh, interesting. SirLinkalot choosing not to continue extending further out of logic by hammer yumping and checking the dark maze. Yeah, it's always a tough decision when you're nearing your last location in logic, and the question is, how much further do I overextend in these out of logic checks when the seed is kind of loudly funneling me towards some specific things? Looks like this is the Meyer play I expect from Zaruvyen.
Yeah, he's not going to find anything in there. It looks like we're being pushed back to Ice Palace. It looks like that's going to be the case, because I didn't see anything anywhere else along any route that any of them has taken. I mean, we got a book that led to Desert Palace we can't do anything with. We got a Master Sword out of Pod. That's about as far as we can go. Hyrule Castle is empty. Skull Woods was nothing. Misery Mire had nothing. Beast had nothing. Eastern Palace had nothing. It looks like what we need is inside Ice Palace. What else is there?
Yeah, I think there's Mushroom, which looks like we're seeing that right now from SirLinkalot.
That's right. We do have access to the Magic Shop in the Flute 5.
Yeah, I don't remember if that's in logic or not, but it doesn't matter too much. Oh, we still haven't seen Zora.
Yes, we have. He had nothing.
Oh,
Remember,
we did.
Zaruvyen scummed it?
Oh, that's right. Okay. Man, there's so much to remember in in watching these races.
Yep.
It's really, I mean, it's a memory test both for running and for commentating.
Yeah, I've already forgotten where half these things were. I'm trying my best, but
Okay, but because SirLinkalot didn't come up here earlier, he's faced with the tough decision of going up to Zora and then walking back down for Spiral Cave, which I suspect we'll probably see, or he could just say, no, you know what, forget about Spiral Cave. I'm not walking back from Zora. I'm gonna isolate that. So we'll
I would
see what he
assume he'd go.
does.
I would assume he'd go to Spiral Cave after this. It would be a little. I think it would be a little irresponsible to leave it behind, even though we know it's nothing. And Zaruvyen's in a bit of a pickle here because he only has one heart going through Misery Mar. Unless he finds more health, he's not going to be able to get that spike chest because we don't have a cape or a blue cane to do that safely.
Oh no, that's yeah, that is awkward, and I don't think we found Sankheart or anything in here. So yeah, he will be forced to either double dip for that spike chest or isolate it. And yeah, like we both expected, it looks like SirLinkalot has chosen to walk back from Zora to get this Spiral Cave chest.
Or run, as it were.
That's where that second pot small was.
Aha! Okay. Oh, no wonder he did the swipes.
Oh yeah.
Well, he's mad. He's bombos mad. He's looking for health, is what he's doing. I can't say I blame him.
Yeah, it totally makes sense. So Zaruvyen about to get forced into that unfortunate situation.
He's not happy.
Yeah, I was really hoping for health refill or invincibility item. Didn't luck out there. We'll be able to get this one more chest, but yeah, forced.
Now, do you go back in, or do you just cut your losses and go? I don't know. There's so little left. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I could see an argument for either.
Yeah. One thing that I think that Zaruvyen has done a good job of so far in this race is not playing too conservatively. We've seen him go into Ice Palace, but not overextend. He kind of got that first chest and then bailed. And similarly, we saw him, when forced to isolate that spike chest. Instead of going back in immediately, he's made some decisions that have a potential of biting. Of course, we know that isolating that spike chest didn't matter because I don't think SirLinkalot got much there. But
this is a tricky bomb jump. But do you think you could? I think you have to line it up along the barrier and then move slightly to the right.
Yep. It's really annoying because there's like a long diagonal wall of pixels, a long diagonal line of pixels that work for it. There's not really a great setup for any of them. It's just you gotta find one setup and just practice it.
Yeah, but once you know. That whole practice one kick 10,000 times thing.
Yep. And
we're gonna see this from Z. He's gonna do it.
Yep, yeah, because he because Zaruvyen killed that mini Helmosaur and grabbed the drop from mini Helmosaur while it was still in midair, he was forced to run down and reset that room, or the bomb jump wouldn't have worked. I believe that's how it works. Actually, I might be misspeaking there. Chat, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong on that one. But
Too familiar on the nuances of that thing. All I know is that stand in the right position, the bombs carry you across. Second key to Ice Palace.
All right, it's out of logic, but that'll definitely make getting a little bit more out of that Ice Palace trip.
There's going to be a
easier.
mirror in there. I'm calling it. There's going to be a mirror in that place.
Oh, okay. So SirLinkalot, that was the second Ice Palace key. So SirLinkalot already has one. So I guess that doesn't make much of a difference. All right, here's the mushroom turn-in from Zaruvyen. I know SirLinkalot turned it in. I don't think he went to Potion Shop to do the to do the check.
I don't think he went there yet either. I know he turned it in. I saw him doing it.
Yeah, so
it's a bit of a trip to get there, but boots make it a little easy.
Yep, and here's the Dark Potion Shop and Catfish check from SirLinkalot that we saw from Zaruvyen earlier.
Always making a beeline right for it.
Oh yeah, okay. This is nice because even if it is nothing, he'll be able to pick up some much needed safety to potentially head right back into pod and potion camera unlock.
That's true. He could do that with that, or he can be buying it for Ice Palace.
Yeah, I think if his plan was to go right back to pod, he would have bought the cheap potion instead of the expensive one.
Well, that's what I thought. So like, we are not too good for that, Boomerang. We are not too good for that right now. Yeah,
so that sounds like. Well, so I thought Zaruvyen was heading to Ice Palace.
He could be going by way of desert here. Nope, he's not.
Yeah. Well, if he was heading to Ice Palace, I kind of would have expected to pick up the full health refill, which is what we saw from SirLinkalot. So that might be what he's doing. Oh, more Turtle Rock. What else has he unlocked in TR?
I don't think he got the
chain
shop chest. He died.
Yeah. He's concerned about the chain shop. Okay.
So this is cleanup, is what this is here. It's gonna cost him a bit of time, but he's neither of these runners really want to go into Ice Palace for any reason, even though the seed is pushing us in there.
Yeah, this is that one of the disadvantages to making those decisions earlier, to dying in Misery Mire, isolating Spike Chest, not immediately going back in, and dying in Chain Shop, isolating this and not immediately going back in. They're kind of hanging over your head, and they're always a distraction.
Right. Well, here's the way I'm seeing it right now. Okay, so we got those boots really early, and those boots led us directly to a. Okay, I'll hold my breath here. You got it. Okay,
all right, we're fine.
Congratulations, you got your money. Those boots led directly to a Bombos that was sitting in Kakariko, as well as an Eastern Palace entrance that connected to Death Mountain, which led us to Ice Palace.
Yeah, that Ice Palace was open very, very early.
Yeah.
All right, and here's the mushroom check from SirLinkalot. This is probably Ice Palace from Zaruvyen. I
can't imagine what else.
I don't think there's literally anything else left for him up here. Yep, heading up and over to the left. This will spit him out at the top of Lightworld Death Mountain. And basically the only thing left up there is that I remember anyway, is Ice Palace.
Yeah, there's got to be progression in there, and I believe this to be the mirror. I believe it'll be the mirror in there, because that'll give us the most amount of things. Yo, this fairy is extra right now.
Just piecing out, saying, nope, you know what, I'm having...
Wow, what a dirtbag.
The fairy's saying, Should have bonked from the top. So later. Well, this is kind of convenient routing for SirLinkalot because he hasn't checked these 2 chests yet. He has the option to link these checks up with heading down into Ice Palace. So
Yeah, we'll probably get some parity here. I can't imagine he's going anywhere else but Ice Palace as well.
yeah, and Zaruvyen's the first one showing us the first one with the opportunity to show us the checks deeper in Ice Palace. I'm guessing if I'm Zaruvyen in this position, I'm probably not feeling like I'm the first one to these checks. So that will probably come as a surprise to him if we bring it up after the race.
If you told me your opponent didn't want to go into Ice Palace at this point for any reason, I'd believe it.
Yeah,
I still wouldn't feel good about coming in here late, but I'd believe it.
Yeah. So once again, we're back to the question of do you think we'll be seeing a bomb jump from either or both of our runners here?
Well, Zaruvyen is setting it up because he hit the switch.
Yeah. He does have that blue potion, so this is Zaruvyen saying, no, you know what?
Oh, it sucks to need to do that right there, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, this is Zaruvyen saying, no, you know what? Hammer is here. I'm betting on it, so I'm gonna spend the time and resources on that bet.
Think he's got it? Okay.
Woo. Tiptoe around the edge there.
Like Tiny Tim. The guy with the ukulele, not the Dickens dude. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Tiptoe through the tulips.
The tulips.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. All right. So if the hammer is here, then Zaruvyen it picks up, saves some time.
This room kind of sucks right now.
Second. Yeah, it's down to 2 hearts.
Oh no, not a castle tower key.
That's the second. Oh no, that's the first.
Yeah, that's number 1.
First one. Oof.
Yep. Well, that lamp is already paid off. It's given us mitts, so maybe yes, maybe no.
All right, and looks like SirLinkalot making the same exact bet on hammer and ice.
That's not quite the color you wanted to see.
Green potion. Yeah, without the big key, it doesn't. Zaruvyen double checking is seeing. Did I just make a mistake? Yeah, did I just make a mistake? I wonder if Zaruvyen might drop down here to get these fairies. Nope.
At this point, you got 1 check in here that's remaining. It's not likely to be the hammer, and even if it is, if it is, yeah, of course you keep going, you push for it, but
Yeah, one thing I learned very recently was that all 4 of the corner pots in that room have guaranteed hearts, which can be very handy.
Some things you just remember from 1991. That was one of them for me. Okay, Okay.
All right. So
well, we now have a bunch of. So what just opened up? We have a chest in Castle Tower, the Desert Palace big chest, and now we can complete Desert Palace. That's down inside of Desert Palace.
Yep. So that unlocked 3 different checks, but nothing there immediately. Let's see, Zaruvyen heading west. I don't remember where Castle Tower was, but maybe this is a path there.
Castle Tower was on Dark Death Mountain. This is for the big chests for Desert First. In order to get to Castle Tower, what we're gonna have to do. Oh, it's a bit of a hike.
Ooh,
he's gonna have to go into the Dark World and go all the way to Dark Flute 5.
Yeah,
just south of Pod. Then go through that cave, exit out the other side, and then go to Castle Tower sitting up there. So yeah, it's a bit of a pain in the neck.
Yeah, it's quite a swim. So that'll probably be the last location after Landmo, I would imagine.
Yeah. And I think Zaruvyen just took some time to think about it.
All right, and it looks like SirLinkalot is probably making the same routing decision here, picking up the big chest, and I imagine probably heading to Landmo as well.
Yeah, looks like we're gonna get a little bit of a. The stars have aligned. We've gone back in synchronicity with each other here. Like they've all exhausted pretty much everything else and have just led right back to where they began, just on complete parity with each other.
Yeah, once again we're back into the lockstep, separated by about a minute.
Well, there is one difference. I don't think SirLinkalot did Castle Tower when he was up there. And if he did, I guess it really doesn't matter that much.
Yeah. In fact, it looks like Zaruvyen's about a minute ahead, but SirLinkalot has that out of logic Mothula crystal.
Yes.
So SirLinkalot actually has the very small lead here, I think. And that lead could grow a little bit more if Zaruvyen decides to kind of second guess his decision to isolate that spike chest item in Mire. If he goes back for exclusively that chest, then that could lose a little more time. As I don't think, neither of our runners has found the Misery Mire big key yet.
No. And this is going to be a bit of a pain in the neck Lammo fight. But
yeah,
it's still pretty free.
Yeah, with this amount of health, it's not too bad. I wonder if from SirLinkalot's perspective, I wonder if that mace chest in Castle Tower would be the logical last location.
I would assume so. Like this is potentially a crystal clear as well as potential progression at the same time. So I think in either case, you do this first. The slam dunk.
This is I think that was a pretty fast Master Sword Lammo kill. And the mirror.
I was close. I was close. Indirectly.
Yeah, you got the right item just once removed.
It's in the cousin.
Yeah. Okay.
Just like that, we have a bunch more stuff open to us. And now would be a good time to go check Castle Tower, because as soon as you get there, you can get to the other side of Death Mountain.
Oh, it's still so awkward to get there. Yeah,
it really is, but it's your best way to get there. It's the only way to get to that area. You have to go there because all the other entrances are on the ledges. You can't do anything with that.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you're right.
What a roundabout way to get that mirror. Holy smokes, that is terrible.
Yeah. On the bright side, that's because the Brothers Connector led from Bonkrock's west of Link's house to Mimic Cave. That is much faster access to Ice Palace, if and when they decide to go back there.
God forbid we get a hook shot in this seed too.
I know. Also, can you believe that we're 92 minutes into this seed, and we still have so little pendant crystal information? I guess we're only down one pendant before getting all that information, but the seed has been quite stingy on maps so far.
Pretty much. We know that, and well, we don't know, but we highly suspect that the Ganon's Tower is going to be important in some way. We haven't found that yet either.
Hmm.
Then we found a few maps that could give us some information, but no one has checked any yet. I see 3 sitting on Zaruvyen's side, and he hasn't looked.
Hmm.
That's a very sucky bonk. Ugh. Gross. Hate to see it.
Yeah, choosing where to place your mirror portal there is always a little bit annoying.
And once again, it
Yep.
seems we've lined up with each other.
Back to basically lockstep.
Fancy a shop? Didn't think so.
Hmm. All right, where do they go? Where do they go next here?
I want to know, my lovely. Where do you go?
Bombos tablet, I think.
That would be. Now's the time to do it.
Yeah.
And then, man, like that is a really long trip to get up to that Death Mountain area. Yeah, I think you want to knock it as much as possible on the way there, but you do want to get there. You do want to get there. Like that is pretty much the only way to get up there. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
I can't think of much else that would be
without a hookshot or hammer. There's no way. Yeah, unless this is a hookshot or hammer. Nope. Why would the seed be give us any convenience? Boy, am I glad I'm not the one playing this.
I know, right? This is just really.
Oh, look at this! Oh, this is good! Oh, I forgot. This is amazing. Yeah. Check this out. This is great.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, boy, we just circumvented that whole lousy trip. Good stuff.
That is huge. That is absolutely huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that isn't in logic.
I'm sure SirLinkalot doesn't care.
Yeah, that. Wow. And at this point, I suspect, one or two of those other entrances probably on West Lightworld Death Mountain.
Yeah. So, by the way, that's pod key number 3 and Ganon's Castle Tower key number 4. So we have all the keys to GT now.
Wait, where is...
He's gonna turn the flute on. He's not gonna bother with that connector.
Oh, this is checking the top of Hyrule Castle.
Oh, there's that too, yeah.
Yeah, so with all the...
Watch that be Paradox Cave, watch.
Yeah, with all the access with all the other access that just opened up to SirLinkalot, it could take him a little bit to get to these entrances. Not very.
Hello.
Caneless, hammerless, GT. Well, fortunately, without the bow, he won't get baited into an early climb.
This is true. We can do very little in here, so this is fine.
All right, there. Puts the rupees and bombs from Zelda's basement back in logic.
Right. Yeah, right now it's just good data.
Super important.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. I wouldn't be surprised if we found another connector to Paradox up here. I really would not. Spike Cave : Heal.
2 out of 3.
Okay. Well, I can't be right about everything. In fact, I'm usually not right about anything. Okay, what now?
Zaruvyen choosing to save and quit instead of go to Dark World Flute 5 to make his way to Death Mountain.
Looks like he may be doing this.
Play?
I believe so, yes. I believe that is what this is.
Yeah. Did you see which, if either, entrance that SirLinkalot checked, the other two
neither.
connectors?
He left.
Oh,
he left.
Okay.
No, he didn't check either.
Okay.
All right, there we go. Okay. We can open this misery mire now.
Yep. Able to get you'll be able to get that bow and a bunch of new entrances.
And that is such a good flute. Oh man, I dream of flutes in locations like that. Wow.
Yeah, that's
so good.
That's definitely huge.
Oh, we got Fire Rod.
All right. The seeds finally opening up.
Yeah.
I wonder if Zaruvyen does the bomb jump too. Here, it looks like he's probably setting that up. No. Oh, he's walking out to activate the flute, right?
Yeah. Probably. Oh, we have a Desert Palace exit. Oh, never mind. We have the mirror. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I did say that was going to happen. And there
it is.
Oh, boy. Okay. Yeah, thanks a lot. Now I don't need it. Where were you like an hour ago?
Oh, wow. Everything was just here. Okay.
Yeah. The Ice Palace just unlocked the entire bloody thing. And it was staring us in the face since the beginning.
All right, and... Oh, that's right. Our chat's pointing out that the flute actually... Well...
Not until we find the entrance to the Paradox Cave.
Yeah, not until we find one of those other entrances.
Yeah.
But as soon as we do, then the whole GT climb is in logic. We have all 4 small keys, so...
Yes, that's right. Which is why I was suspecting that Gannon Tower climb is going to lead to something. But yeah, you're right. Until we know for sure that those other 2 Paradox Cave locations are in logic. And at this point, I think they have to be with that mirror. Like, there's not very many places they can't go.
That's right. I forgot. The hookshot is still standing in the way of the last item in GT and the forest item at the pyramid drop down. Here were all the item caves. So we got Blind's Hut and Mini Moldorm Cave. All
you see, this is why Johnny Two Bombs and Hype Cave is your friend, because he's always accessible and he just gives you free stuff.
Oh man!
and he doesn't hide it on locations like this. We got Temper. That's nice. And there's the Ice Rod. Okay.
Fire Rod and Ice Rod. Okay.
Won't be looking for that. That's a relief.
Yeah, one after the other.
Now the question is, where are these logical entrances to Paradox Cave?
Yeah. It's funny, we checked all these. I still think they're on West Light World Death Mountain.
All right. Well, looks like we got the seed solved now that we see that Swamp Palace is the last pendant.
Oh yeah, that's full pendant crystal knowledge for Zaruvyen. I think SirLinkalot picked up the map, so he'll get that information soon as well.
Interesting that he's opting to take this connector versus this flute up. I guess if you're headed to the same location and you're gonna want to do this anyway, you might as well just go through it. So yeah, that's fine. This is fine.
Yeah, I think this saves a little bit of time if Old Man Cave spits you out at Tower of Hera. You can kind of just do everything top down. It's nice. That works as well.
There we go. Just like that, we have access to our save and quit location at Turtle Rock.
Yeah,
which not having the hammer is good.
That's a nice one. I suspect this is... Yeah, there it is.
There it is. We got it. Okay. Now it's in logic.
Yeah.
Intensely roundabout, really headache-inducing logic, but there it is.
Yeah, so...
yeah.
I suspect once they find the hookshot, one or both of our runners will probably absolutely beeline to beeline to Gauntlet.
Maybe. Because that could be where the hammer is.
Yeah.
I assume we want to clear out this Death Mountain first.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the kind of the nightmare scenario in this case. This is okay. This is interesting. Zaruvyen with his 4 pod smalls, but no pod big, is I imagine probably choosing to clear out the other chests in pod, the Bowlock chests. Maybe save scumming maybe doing hard Harmless Hellway and potentially save scumming the pod big key chest. I think that, yeah, that would provide a pretty efficient pod clear.
I guess it depends on what's in here if you want to scum anything. If nothing is here, if there's another bottle. I don't think that's if yeah, okay. He's just getting there and leaving. That's fine.
Okay. Choosing not to so he did have the option to get out of logic checks of both Harmless Hellway and big key chest.
Yeah.
But, pretty time consuming. Seems like a good routing decision to put those off.
Yeah, I respect the fact that he just went in there and left, continuing his route inside the Misery Mire area, getting that done while he was still here. So,
yeah, that's actually that's really clever. I didn't see that. He was just right there. So SirLinkalot also had the option of just mirroring over and getting those 2 quick chests in pod.
Yeah, we're about to see what this other castle tower key is worth.
Yep. This location that we thought was going to be the last location. Let's see what it ends up being.
Could very well have been, but let's see just how valuable this ice palace is. Oh, we're taking the express bus. There you go. This old man, he's frail, but you know what? His thighs are mighty and hop, so we can make it. Oh, look at this. Look at this. We know that's a pendant, but still, look at this. Might be worth something.
Oh boy.
That is green pendant.
Yep, and with 4 pod smalls, you can get a full pod clear out of that. It's wait, no. Well, with safe scumming we could, but yeah, because both of our runners open the pod front door, they would need to save scum to fully clear pod with only 4 smalls.
Right. You don't want to route like that way. It's annoying. It's tedious.
Yeah.
Takes a long time, and if the seed wants you to do it, you'll get the keys for it one way or the other.
Of course, still missing the hammer.
Indeed, we are.
Right, chat keeping us honest.
There's Bumper Cave, which is not something we can do right now, but I think that has to take us to. Well, I think that actually has to be a vanilla Bumper Cave exit at this point.
Wow. Okay, so both of the other Paradox Cave entrances were on West Light World Death Mountain.
Indeed, they were. Oh, that doesn't have to be. I guess that one of the Turtle Rock exits can put us at Bumper Cave.
Now, this is interesting from SirLinkalot. Choosing to open this chest first instead of safe scumming it. So
he might be checking both and then scumming it.
Mail upgrade. Okay.
Or he's. Welcome to How Many Ways Can Somebody Be Wrong, starring TJ Maelstrom, featuring SirLinkalot, Carl Bell, and Zaruvyen.
Yeah. Well, this is actually pretty convenient because by safe scumming that immediately, now he can immediately go back there, and if he knows hammer jump, chat's pointing out that he might not. If he does, then he could full clear pod here.
Yeah, if he's willing to scum keys, and he doesn't hammer jump, it would seem to indicate that he was not able to. I don't want to assume it, but I think it might be a reasonable guess to believe that. Yeah.
I misspoke again, like literally 15 seconds after the last time I got it wrong. Still doesn't have the hammer, so.
Right, but we can check the big chest.
Right. Yeah, so the only 2 chests in pod that we haven't seen from either runner yet are Big Chest and Harmless Hellway.
I think we're gonna get a look at that Skullwoods proper entrance.
Yeah, that entrance.
Bro, you've got a mirror, bro.
Oh, we've all been here before.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah. Oh, no. Maybe that was deliberate. Maybe that was setting up a save point.
Oh, that's a good point.
Although,
That's a
I
good
guess
point. That's a
there
good
was-
point. That's a good point.
There was nothing on. Oh, he was setting up the save point to preserve the potion in case he wants to save Scum Harmless Hellway.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
Kind of awkward because he still hasn't done the Dark Maze checks yet.
No. But we do have another pod key in this dam here that we just found in the Skullwoods area.
Oh, that was the dam?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a nasty dam right there.
Yeah.
That's a really out of the way check.
All right. Red boomerang on Ped, so Ped's
All right.
dead.
Not exciting.
Oh boy. Swamp Palace, huh? Pendant Swamp. Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah. If he's spending the key here, it's safe to assume that no, he's not gonna have a
Oh!
wow.
That is huge. So the cane blocked behind the vanilla back of Skull Woods entrance, which SirLinkalot has cleared the front of Skull, but yeah, obviously didn't have the fire rod when he was there.
That's pretty big because that was a that was a very deliberate. I'm gonna go here right now. Check to that entrance in Skull Woods. That was deliberate.
Yeah,
that wasn't as I'm gonna route this in with this. Like, no, he made a beeline right for that, and it paid off just now. And now that Ganon's tower just got a little more meaty. We can make our way all the way to the boss now. Ice Armbuster, I should say.
With right, the cane. Yeah, again, his tower's looking good. That's of course at the top of Hyrule Castle, which looks like he's headed to. Yeah, I mean, heck, that opened up 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, nope, I'm wrong.
Turtle Rock.
This is Turtle Rock first. Yeah.
Also not a bad option here.
Yeah, fully clearable, almost fully in logic. Crystal Dungeon. Yeah, absolutely go for it. Hey, there's the other mail upgrade.
Hey, we found them both. One's in pod and one's here.
Yeah.
All right, so does he go up or does he go down? He's got he does have a riot shield, so that laser bridge is going to be a little less.
Oh yeah.
Terrible.
That'll be nice and comfy. He has the magic powder for
Okay. All right. Here's what we do. Okay, we go to laser bridge, and then what you do, you go beat Trinex, and that puts you in the front, and then you can check the front. Okay.
Yep.
That's good. That's good. Okay.
Yeah.
That's very good.
That's really, really nice routing.
Yeah.
And what's good, I think, for Zaruvyen here, a little unfortunate for SirLinkalot here, is that SirLinkalot's coming up here to these entrances at the top of Hyrule Castle, including Ganon's Tower. SirLinkalot has the option of doing the climb and getting 3 chests without hovering, 5 chests with hovering. So that's potentially, could potentially gain a big advantage from that, or could potentially get led down a bit of a trap. So we'll see what he does.
Oh, wow. What a roundabout way of getting to Hera. We can't even do it. Ugh, that's gross. That was risky of Zaruvyen to even leave that side. If that put him at the pyramid, he would have had to make that descent again. And looks like we're going up.
Okay, this is the play. If this play is, I think, I don't know if SirLinkalot can hover, hover and world on bounce. If he can, then this is a very, very strong play. He'll be able to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items from this play. If he can't, then then this is a very spicy but also potentially lucrative play. Like those three pre-Moldorm and mini helmet chests are in logic. So
it's entirely possible that the hookshot is a dirtbag and is on this ascent here.
Yeah. Hookshot being up there would be, I think, the best possible payoff for this play, I think.
Nothing in the Hera basement, but if there was ever a time to do Hera basement, you do it right then.
Yeah, and I think the odds are much higher in favor of hookshot being cane locked as opposed to hookshot being in one of the three in logic chests at the top of GT. There's just so many more chests that are unlocked by hookshot.
It doesn't matter what the density is in any place. That position of that hookshot's not going to change after the seed is rolled.
Yeah.
So let's see. I think Zaruvyen's right is certainly more practical, more thorough. Linkalot's just a little more bold and brazen.
Yeah, I think if SirLinkalot can't hover and hover Moldorm bounce, and there's nothing in these three chests at the top of GT, then this is a pretty big swing. I think this opens up a bit of a lead for Zaruvyen. So we're approaching a fairly pivotal moment in this race.
I think we may have already reached it by the time Zaruvyen found the dam as well as found Red Cane.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Chet's pointing out that this might be it's not really spicy if it's your only option left. then it's...
Well, it was either this, I guess, go to the Skull's entrance and
the back of Skull, of course.
And there's there's the Turtle Rock main entrance. Wow, the Turtle Rock entrance into this one are scummy.
Wow,
French. Wow.
So the seed hard required. Well, to reach that entrance, you had to walk backwards from the middle, which I think means these chests are out of logic. I think that means these chests require all 4 small keys. Check and
I believe
correct me if I'm wrong.
Because I can't imagine. Yeah, right. I think you might be right.
All right, looks like my studying up on
it's the wrong color, but he got something. Strike 2.
All right, one.
All right, come, Casey at the bat. You gotta pay all here. Come on.
One option left. All right, is this chest the hook shot? No, is it? Oh,
no,
okay.
That's no good.
Yeah, that's not
maybe you can. Oh, okay, I guess not. Oh well.
Nope. All right.
That's got a sting. That has the sting right there.
Yeah, that's
And was that our 6th pod key? It was either 5 or 6.
Let's see. Our trackers are reporting that was the 5th. So not even a particularly logically important small key.
Darn it.
Yeah, fortunately for SirLinkalot, looks like he's approaching what is likely his last location, but the location that has the progression that will lead to that cane. Zaruvyen, meanwhile, covering his bases a little bit by picking up this this additional chest. Oh, chat's pointing out that because our runners have gotten different small keys to pod, that we actually know where all 6 pod smalls are. So
right,
they don't know it yet, but both Big Key Chest and Harmless Hellway are both in logic, and I think we still haven't seen Harmless Hellway from either of our runners.
No, we have not seen it. But this, we have our Eastern Palace Big Key and a bow now, so this is getting done.
All right. Finish off this this crystal. That'll open up the pyramid entrance. Yeah, which is, well, actually,
So this is going to be good. If Zaruvyen does do the pyramid entrance, what he can do, the bomb shop was over just east of Link's house.
Yeah, which without the hammer, like.
Is there a way to let me think? Is there a way to do this without the hammer? Okay.
Killing Aga,
So-
which Zaruvyen just walked away from.
There is a way to do it without the hammer. Here's how you do
bomb,
it.
The
Right,
bomb
here's,
dupe, yeah.
here's how you do it. You go to the pyramid and you make a portal. Then you walk south by the bomb, walk back north, and take your portal back to the pyramid.
Oh yeah, that's that. Oh, that's a really good route. Oh man, I need to drill that into my brain. That's like really really good to know.
Oh, now we're finding Harabig. Oh, Maron, what a time! That is so inconvenient.
Yeah,
But, I mean, we knew as soon as Hera was found that we'd have to come back for it at some point.
Yeah, it's always immediately after walking away from it.
Yeah. We have not found Swamp Palace yet. Nor have we found the Skull Key.
Hang on,
I don't believe we have.
Did SirLinkalot just walk away from the back of Skull?
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's not good.
I guess we haven't seen Magic Bat yet, so I mean this could be something big. Oh, he did. Okay.
He opened the dam, but he didn't go get his cane yet. Okay.
Oh,
He'll get that. He'll get that.
Okay,
He'll get that. He'll get that. He'll get that.
That's
Yeah.
That's
All right, so I'm being told Swamp Palace is at the entrance. Is at the Eastern Palace entrance, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Red King was sitting right under the water, right in front of the dam. What the dam is, yeah.
Yeah, with the flute, that's a really quick check.
So if you're Zaruvyen right now, do you go right back to that Tower of Hera and just clean that up?
I mean, if I'm Zaruvyen in this position, I'm beelining to GT.
Yeah.
Once I can remember how to get to GT. Having a bit of a think.
Yeah. Do the right side. You can
Wait.
get there.
I thought this was Swamp, right? We just said, yeah, it's. Oh my goodness! The first chest in Swamp play, or the first, the first chest in Swamp.
I respect. Oh, he did get his Red King. Okay, he got it. Okay.
Yeah.
He got it. All right. Yeah, baby, he's got it. That was bad. Frog on my throat for that one. I'm coming down with a cough. You'll have to forgive me.
And the Oscar goes to, or the Grammy. The Grammy goes to TJ. All right. TJ going through this connector. Don't remember where this one leads.
He's thinking about how to do this. I see it. I can mentally see the gears turning right now, trying to figure out how to get the bomb to where he needs to get it.
Yep. And yeah, if he does do the leaving the mirror portal and then bringing Pyramid there, it'll link up quite nicely with Ganon's tower.
Indeed, it will.
But I wonder how much value is left in entrances at this point.
What haven't we found yet? Looks like he's not going to bother.
Yeah. And I wonder if that calculation was considering how many entrances he's already found. Like, I know some runners are really, really good at keeping track of exactly which entrances, which valuable entrances they're still looking for. Which can be like an extremely valuable but slightly uncommon skill in Crosskeys. It's like that's a bit of a skills kind of the next routing skill level of being able to tell with confidence when you should shift from from checking dungeons to checking more entrances.
Right. Well, there are tools out there to help you with that, as well as
Yep.
the tried and true pen and paper.
Yeah, it's fascinating how many different methods there are for doing that. So we are 2 hours and 2 minutes into this, still looking for both hammer and hookshot.
As well as we might not need a Swamp Palace small key. Okay, that's a pendant. So we need D-Stomp big key, Misery Mire big key, hookshot possibly, and definitely hammer.
Yep. And I think
hold
that's
on.
it.
Is this? We may be able to complete this without the hammer. No, we need it for Ice Palace. Ah, okay. Almost. So close. So close. We need hammer. We hammer is hard required for exactly one thing.
Yep. So the fact that Zaruvyen was conserving his magic there a little bit instead of just using Fire Rod on those Gyptos makes me suspect he's probably doing the hookshot. Well, now he's
hookshot. Wow.
now
okay.
he's definitely doing that climb.
SirLinkalot is not going to be happy about that one.
Yeah, that's depending on what's at the two items that SirLinkalot left at the top of the one item at the top of GT, and then the remaining.
This sucks
right.
for that invisibility. Wow, that was good.
Yeah.
I never get that fortunate ever.
Yeah, there is a way to, after entering that room, you kind of walk in and then walk down like 2 or so tiles, and then walk back up to avoid the fire bar, and it just spawns everything in a way that the bomb jump. Interesting.
I think that was an erroneous pot grab.
Well, got a little squirrely, but pulled off the recovery.
Yeah.
Yeah, arrow count is a little bit.
It is. I imagine if Zaruvyen is being to be responsible here, I don't think he's gonna kill almost with exclusively arrows, because you're gonna need some for the ascent here, unless you can mimic clip. So he may opt to leave a few behind. There he is. See, there he is. Okay, very smart. Very smart.
9, 8, 7. Okay. So as long as he doesn't despawn the arrows.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't despawn the arrows and mimics too, he'll be okay. Right. I don't remember what the stun prize was. That could provide a.
I don't think we've seen it. Oh, there you go. Replenished.
Oh, well, never mind. Bailed out.
All right, I was worried he'd forget about the big chest.
Yeah, me too.
My fears have been alleviated.
We've all done that and seen that enough times before to gotta hold our breath for a second.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Well, for all it was worth anyway. There it is.
All right. So SirLinkalot finishing up Turtle Rock.
So was there hammer and hookshot cave or not?
Yeah.
Let the ascent commence again for the second time in another seat.
Yeah. Now it definitely looks like Zaruvyen has a pretty significant lead here. That is diminished somewhat by the Skullwoods clear that SirLinkalot has.
Yeah, that Skullwoods is in a remarkably accessible place, and now we have a fire rod, so I don't think Zaruvyen is too concerned about it.
Yeah, he'll be able to clean that up quickly. But yeah, I think at this point Zaruvyen has a minor-ish lead if nothing is at the top of GT, and a much more significant lead if something is blocked behind the two item locations that SirLinkalot left.
Agreed, because this is like a 4-minute climb.
Yep.
Very efficient use of this bow, by the way.
Yeah,
Pretty much doing
nice.
a crack shot with it here. He's been playing Hogan's Alley.
Yeah, really nice, nice
Wow,
gauntlet technique.
Hogan's Alley, that's a dated reference. My God.
Right, choosing not to pause in that room, so the I know you sometimes see runners pause in that room to manipulate the landmo spawn times when not going for a silver's kill.
Yeah, I guess his intent was to do spin into fire rod shot and try to get it that way, but it looks like it didn't exactly work out that way. But I don't think it's that big a deal. Without half magic, it's a little inconvenient, but you know we got resources. And there you go. Look at this.
Hey.
There's some carrying a horseshoe in his pocket. Check that out.
Right, and this is SirLinkalot heading back to clean up Eastern that we saw from Zaruvyen earlier.
Yeah, gonna get that Hera big and probably have the same response to it that Zaruvyen did. Although maybe not as emphatic, but at least the same guttural feeling.
I don't know if we've seen any rage bombs from Linkalot yet.
Yeah. But we've all been there, and we can all empathize at the very least.
Yep. So we're approaching yet another kind of pivotal moment in this race, where Zaruvyen's about to show us 2 item locations that will be very, very difficult for SirLinkalot to make his way back to. I'm trying to think. I guess Hammer in Hera Big Chest would be would kind of even things up for SirLinkalot.
Yeah.
I think that's one potential.
If he decides to go back there. Okay, so it's not there, but it could be wherever. Was it Lumberjack at the bottom of this? I know it was a one-off location.
Oh, it was the forest drop down.
Oh, so thief. Okay. Either way, drop down for 1 item.
Yes.
Well, look at this perfect isosceles triangle. Oh, it's good. Dr. Isosceles living up to his name.
All right, we're Aga 2 challenging our geometry skills today. All right. Doing a good job with bad patterns.
You'll never be able to fight my scalene form, Link. Oh, that was a neat double. Just grazed them. All you need is a touch.
Yeah, I wonder if that hookshot could end up being a bit of a trap in this seed with Pendant Swamp.
Really depends on where that small key is.
Yeah, I guess if they find the Swamp Small and Hammer before the remaining big keys.
Right. All we need is misery.
Is it Swamp? No.
Okay. All
okay.
Right.
Well, that's extremely good news for SirLinkalot. Because the top of Ganon's Tower had nothing. So where does Zaruvyen go next as SirLinkalot is finishing off Turtle Rock?
This looks like Skullwoods.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
right.
What's left now? Hera?
Yeah, I guess all signs are really...
Hookshot Cave.
Yeah, I think if Hammer's in Hookshot Cave, then that's pretty major for Zaruvyen. If Hammer is in Hera, then that'll be really good news for SirLinkalot. Yeah, that hook shot is really the pivotal item that the current state of this race is pivoting around.
Well, here we go. We're gonna see this Hera play. It's interesting that SirLinkalot didn't opt to go back to GT yet for that right side, but I think having found the Hera big key, this is more on his radar than anything else. He's probably thinking about it with that red cane.
Yeah, it's a full clearable crystal dungeon. You go for it.
Yeah. And this could be the play.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he didn't do. Yeah, he didn't do the basement. So. He doesn't have the Hera small. Where's the?
He used it.
Oh,
he did it already. Yeah.
I see what you mean. Yeah, he I was looking at the compass item counter, but I guess he must have left the. All right. The swamp small.
Then okay. Well, we don't have our hammer yet, so.
Yeah,
that means
unlocks,
exactly. Yeah.
Unlocks
that means
one more item location.
One thing.
Swamp.
Here's Hookshot Cave, though.
And here's Hookshot Cave. All right, so 2 hours and 13 minutes into the race, we were seeing simultaneous new checks from both of our runners.
Thieves Town? That's annoying. That's annoying. That's annoying.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Well, Moldorm can very well have it, or it can be in that second chest in Swamp Palace. Oh, my, on the knee.
Yeah. Oh man.
Seed is no good.
All right. What
Seed
you got,
is
Moldorm?
no good.
Another small key.
The Thieves Town. Okay.
Is it? Is it Harmless Hellway?
Oh, don't tell me that. Don't even tell me that.
Let's see. Harmless Hellway. Zaruvyen has the Misery Mire spike chest hanging over his head.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
And
he's gonna do Hera now.
Yeah, for sure you do. Well, if it is the second chest in Swamp, that works out kind of well for Zaruvyen, because he'll do Hera first and get that Swamp small. And
yeah.
I don't think Zaruvyen did the first chest in Swamp. Although now that I'm saying that, does Zaruvyen know where the Swamp Palace entrance is? Has he made his way to Eastern?
I believe he does. I remember he was there very early in the seed. I believe it was one of the first checks he made was walking over there.
Okay.
Oh, there's a much more efficient way to do this, SirLinkalot. And as a matter of fact...
Is SirLinkalot?
Yeah, he can do it. He can do it. He can do it with this. As long as he dives off of a dock, he can do this.
Okay. Do you think he's going around the north, the North River, just doing the bomb dupe that way? Or is
maybe
there a connector?
It's possible you'll be doing a bomb dupe. I'm not sure are there any docks on this side.
No, it looks like he's going down. Where?
I guess we'll find out.
Yep. Meanwhile, Zaruvyen in Hera, about to pick up his...
No, don't do that!
Swamp.
No! Oh!
What happened?
Oh, he's duping. Okay, he's duping.
Oh, yeah.
He's duping. Okay.
Okay. Oh, interesting that he did a mirror dupe instead of a transition dupe.
Yeah. This is a very long-winded way of doing this. But it is in logic because of the mirror in front of the castle tech, the pyramid, I should say.
Yeah, it's just a little bit. I think the mirror dupe around here, which I guess he's already demonstrated he's able to do, but this one, I don't know. The window on this one always seems tight to me. Just doing a little.
The premature? It may have been premature.
I think that was premature. Yeah. So that does lose the big bomb.
I wonder if he realizes that he can just mirror in front of the pyramid and walk now.
Yeah, in fact, that might have just occurred to him, or he could be heading to right side GT.
Yeah.
We're about to find out. Meanwhile, Zaruvyen heading up to check those first 2 chests in Swamp Palace.
If the hammer is here, then I don't know. I'll complain vociferously.
Yeah,
I don't know. I really have nothing to say about it.
I guess
not my circus, not my horse.
I think the only 2 chests that we haven't that we know about that we haven't seen from our runners here are the Skullwood's big chest and
this.
And
oh my god!
All right.
Oh, get out! Get out! Like,
all right.
Absolutely get out! Please take your hammer and leave.
It's another one of these, huh? Okay.
Take your hammer and leave. This seat is
boy.
the pits. Please.
Oh boy.
You.
Fortunately for SirLinkalot, he's about to pick up his hookshot. So when he does make his way to that hard-required hammer, he'll be in the same position that Zaruvyen is in with regards to swamp accessibility. So you find the hammer there. Items remaining for go mode: Misery Mire big, Thieves big, end of list. Yeah, I think so. We're 2 big keys from go mode, which both of our runners are missing.
Yeah, end of line right there. That's it. And if I were Zaruvyen right now, what I'd do is I ditch this place and just go right back to Ice Palace and clean that up first before I do anything else.
Yeah, the awkward thing for SirLinkalot here is this hookshot opens up a lot more density in a bunch of places that aren't the second chest in Swamp. This opens up the 2 items that he left at the top of the climb, and the items in Hookshot Cave.
Yeah, Zaruvyen has a pretty big lead ahead of him, unless he decides not to do the climb. But finding the hookshot in Ganon's Tower, after you've pretty much found every single key in the game for this particular place, you have to be thinking that you gotta go back up, right?
Yeah, it's it's higher density than Swamp. Swamp's annoying to get to.
Yeah,
it's definitely
and really the only thing it puts into logic is Pod, but what's really there? Unless Green Pendant is really worth it, or the Harmless Hellway. Like, the climb didn't really do anything for us.
Yeah, I think chat told us that one of our 2 runners at least showed us the Harmless Hellway chest. I forget who, but I guess that wasn't it. Yeah, the decision on whether or not to reclimb by SirLinkalot in this situation is even though it has higher density than the second chest in Swamp, it's kind of he may be thinking that it's one of those gambles that you just have to commit to last locationing.
Yeah, and he's gonna run out. Oh, he's gonna get a replenishment here. He's gonna get 10 in this first chest, so he'll be fine.
Oh yeah, but that was spicy, and potentially signaling that he's not planning on climbing again.
Possibly, or maybe just wasn't thinking about his arrow count. Because when do you really think about your arrow count? But you're right, he's not climbing, so this is good. That's good. Okay,
that's really good fun.
Yeah, I guess this is committing to your play, and that could be a really that's a really good discipline that I think a lot more people who play this game should, including myself, should try to adopt, sticking to what you've already done.
Yeah, it's hard because whenever you commit to skipping anything, the thing that you skipped is going to hang over your head for until you're in go mode.
Mm-hmm.
So
this is the path you chose.
Yeah, it's one of the stressful things about
Right.
any randomizer mode, but Crosskeys especially.
What's that biblical proverb where if you turn back you become the pillar of salt? Who was that? Who am I thinking of?
I remember the pillar of salt.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
I mean, the pillar of salt is metaphorical in this case, but I think you understand the meaning.
Yeah.
Lots, thank you. Lot. Okay.
All right. So, ooh, nice. Quick kill on phase 2 of Argus. Looks like the answer wasn't Pendant Swamp.
You don't say. He does not want that.
Did Zaruvyen check left side swamp? I think he did, but I'm not.
He did. There was nothing.
Okay.
Swamp was barren.
Yeah, swamp.
The only thing that was in swamp was water. That's it.
Oh boy, actually, this could be huge for SirLinkalot. It's looking like he's probably checking the Skullwood's big chest before going back for that second chest in swamp.
I mean, he's already been to swamp, so yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
I think if he gets the big key, if he gets the Thieves Town big key here, then and he chooses to go to Thieves Town and gets the Misery Mire big key there.
I think the worst thing that could be in this chest right now is the Ice Palace big key. Okay. Because if the Ice Palace big key leads to another big key that we need, Zaruvyen's not going to get that.
Yeah, like it looks like Zaruvyen has a fairly significant lead here, but that lead is it is a fragile lead, I would say.
Yeah.
Which always makes for an exciting race to watch. Actually, a very stressful race to watch. But SirLinkalot making his play into Swamp Palace will pick up the hammer and almost certainly finish off Swamp Palace.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Zaruvyen over here doing the oft-maligned Ice Palace triple dip. Oh, look, a cape. Now we can do that bumper ledge. Hooray. I mean, that could lead to something. I don't think we've seen every entrance yet.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Where are you going? Let's
Did he skip the chest up here?
No, he definitely got that first chest.
Oh, he didn't hit the switch and he doesn't have the big key.
Aha.
Wow,
all right.
I'm very surprised. I'm impressed that he remembered. If
I guess it's just something that I've just done so many times that I just automatically just go now. And if I miss it, I would assume I had done it, so I assume he did it, and then I was lost.
Wait. This could be huge. SirLinkalot just got the hammer and instantly bailed from Swamp.
Oh, that is huge.
Yeah, that
is absolutely huge.
That is the play that he needed to make to stay in this race.
Like you said, a very fragile lead.
Yeah, instantly SirLinkalot has narrowed the lead by several minutes to a couple rooms.
But the thing about it is, if what we need is not in here, then
it could.
That's one of the places he can go back to, and probably will.
Yeah, but okay. So what do we have left? We have for SirLinkalot, he has the rest of Swamp left, which at this point he probably commits to not going to, at least until he's finished off Pod and Ice and left side GT.
Left side GT has what, 12 things?
Yeah, I mean, statistically, Go mode is almost certainly in those locations, so the chances of SirLinkalot getting lured back into Swamp before reaching his Go mode seems very, very unlikely.
Right, we know Pet is dead. I forget where Sahasrara was located, but Green Pendant is alive now.
Yeah, but at this point, our path to go mode is probably very, very linear, I would say.
Well, it's not Ice Palace, but that's part of what we got to do to get through it.
Yeah, because at this point, I think the best density for both of our runners when they're leaving Ice Palace here is left side GT.
Absolutely.
It's got a couple items left in pod. And for SirLinkalot, the items left in Pendant Swamp, and that's kind of it. And yeah, it looks like Zaruvyen here is probably making his way back to GT.
Well, it ain't Swamp Palace.
Yep. All right, so if SirLinkalot heads down the same path, kind of chasing the high density that Zaruvyen is, then this lead is
evaporating quickly.
Well, it's
narrowing.
And I think if go mode is okay, if both, gosh, we're still missing 2 big keys.
Indeed.
That's stressful.
It indeed. I can't imagine SirLinkalot will go back to Swamp Palace after just having bailed. I can't imagine he'll go back there right away.
No, although... Okay. Is this Zaruvyen's last location, or is there anything...
Oh, we got Mimic Cave here.
Like, is there a...
I didn't record that.
Ooh, did Zaruvyen not check this? Oh, I guess that's our answer, yeah. Where?
Silver's. There's... Oh, no! Oh, no! There's one! Okay.
Okay.
Ice Palace. Arg!
Oh, didn't go back for Mimic Cave. Interesting. All right, there's one of our 2 for go mode.
Nice. Yep, we got it, but we also got the Ice Palace big, which is terrifying. It's always immediately after you do Ice Palace.
Wow. Okay, this is a divergence that I wasn't expecting, but could absolutely swing the race. SirLinkalot is chasing these hammer one-offs instead of going to GT. So if he finds the thieves big here, okay, it wasn't.
No,
that wasn't it. But that could have.
So much for that. Yeah.
Yeah, that could have influenced the race.
If Zaruvyen doesn't find those silvers, that alone, if these 2 stay this close to each other, that could push SirLinkalot ahead during the Ganon fight if they stay this close.
Yeah, although...
The longer it takes for SirLinkalot to get to Ganon's tower, because that's where a Misery Mire key is.
Yeah,
that's it.
Unless he stumbles upon the Thieves Town big key in one of these checks that he's doing before going to GT is interesting. Going for Green Pendant Helma. Okay. So Zaruvyen's going to show us 2 new checks here. SirLinkalot is also opening up 2 new checks here. And Zaruvyen will finally, I'm sure this will come as a great relief, finally get to cross that spike chest off of the list of things hanging over his head.
Indeed. Just remove that albatross.
Yep. Oh, what? Okay.
Hitting the switch for that chest.
Does he need to? Oh, okay. Yeah. Doing this allows him to link up. Well,
Yeah, he'll need to do that for that chest he missed earlier.
It's just the spike chest, right?
Just the spike chest. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess this allows kind of clean routing between the big chest and the spike chest. Yeah. Okay. Hitting the switch makes sense, I think. Mm-hmm. I didn't realize that it's a little awkward connecting those without the switch.
I mean, Oh,
Is that- hey.
boy. Okay, that's it.
All
okay.
right. That's at 2 hours and 32 minutes. That is go mode for Zaruvyen, and SirLinkalot needs to make his way to left side GT to pick up the Mire Big, which leads to Thieves Big in the Mire Big chest to reach his go mode. So that is a fairly large lead in with Zaruvyen in go mode.
Indeed. I think it's amusing that he never actually did get back to that spike chest. Because as soon as he got back there, he was already in go mode.
Oh, yeah.
I find that amusing.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I don't think those silvers are going to be enough for SirLinkalot to make up the difference.
No, with Butter Sword, Butter Silverless is.
Yeah.
How much of a difference does silvers make if you're on Butter Sword? Like 30 seconds with decent execution?
I've never counted. Yeah, that didn't pay off. Just a key to Turtle Rock. Well, we know the answer already.
Yeah, chat's asking about the outcome. So yeah, this is an 8-week Swiss, and both of our runners entering into this week 4 match were 2 wins, 1 loss, and so one person will be 3 wins, 1 loss, and the other will be 2-2, and that will affect their pool of potential opponents next week. Zaruvyen choosing to go for Cape and Butter Slashes. And SirLinkalot, unfortunately, second guessing himself on his decision earlier to skip the rest of Swamp. So choosing to do this instead of left side GT, which we know won't yield anything.
This seed is disgusting.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Wait. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, great. Okay, cool.
What are
what
are we counting?
I was looking at our timer. It said 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh. Nice.
You know when the odometer hits those landmarks, you can't help but get excited about it. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. All right, so Zaruvyen just finished up Misery Mire and is a go mode Thieves Town away from being able to wrap this one up. I'm glad oh, right, Thieves Town is down here.
Yeah.
Found right after Eastern Palace.
Correct. 2 very terrible locations for 2 very typically easy dungeons.
That's asking about the bracket stage of the final 16 that will enter brackets after the 8-week Swiss is over, and I believe that's a single elimination best of 3, if I remember correctly. And in order to, statistically, in order to make it into the best of 16, because we had 168 entrants into this Swiss, once you get 3 losses in the 8-week Swiss stage, you are mathematically eliminated from being able to reach brackets. So this will be the... Or wait a minute, no, 3. Okay. So this won't rule out either of our runners' chances of making it to brackets today.
They'll still be in contention.
Yep. It's just one of our 2 will need to, in order to make it to brackets, will need to get nothing but wins in the last 4 weeks. A little more wiggle room for the other.
Yeah. It's very restricted for 100 and nearly 170 people. That's like really restrictive, but I get it. It's Crosskeys.
Yeah.
It takes a while, and there are a lot of people for this tournament. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Let's hope we can get somebody to accommodate the other 152 people somehow,
Oh, I think
clearly these people want to play Crosskeys. Clearly.
Yeah. I think 8 weeks of of Swiss tournament matches are providing a great amount of tournament fun for everyone, even the 150-ish people that don't get to make it to brackets.
Yeah, I'm already unfortunately 2 losses in, so I have to keep winning to keep the dream alive.
Hey, so am I.
It ain't happening, homie.
Well, either way, there's a ton of fun to be had here.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting. SirLinkalot choosing to do the non-diver down approach of cleaning up Swamp Palace.
And sometimes you just don't learn these tricks, and that's fine. These things take time to learn.
Yeah, a lot of tricks are very common, but kind of everyone has their own set of which tricks they enjoy using and which ones they don't or haven't learned yet. All right, and that is crystal number 7 for Zaruvyen, and assuming he can remember that Ganon is at the Cack Well drop, he'll be able to head right there and kill a pig.
You ever do that? You ever forget where Ganon was before?
It's been a while, but almost certainly yes. Yeah, forgetting to mark down where things you eventually need to return to is, I think, one of the most stressful things about Crosskeys is the worst thing I think is when you walk away from something and then 5 minutes later think, oh shoot, I forgot to write that down. Where was it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess I just have to hope my go mode isn't there.
I guess forgetting a drop down is not nearly as bad.
Yeah. All right, we have a butter silverless Ganon kill on Zaruvyen's side, as SirLinkalot is faced with a decision on where to go next.
Possibly a GT, or maybe not.
Yeah.
Oh, he's getting this bomb and then going to GT.
GT just says, well, I mean.
Ooh.
Oh,
okay.
he has the hammer now. Okay.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, so he will be able to link up the Pyramid Fairy check with returning to left side GT to pick up his path to go mode.
I'm gonna have to give him that tech about mirroring in front of Pyramid.
Yeah, that's I mean, it ended up not making a difference in this race.
No.
But that is very, very good to know.
By the way, I don't know if I mentioned this, but Zaruvyen's sprite is making me want grape juice.
I think that's the blue mail palette for the Drake the Dragon sprite that Zaruvyen is using. I don't recognize, maybe chat can help us out, I don't immediately recognize what which sprite SirLinkalot is using, which, as one of the Link to the Past sprite developers, I should probably know.
Well, there goes Zaruvyen finishing at 241.18.
All right, and Zaruvyen joining the group of runners that are 3-1 in the Swiss stage, as SirLinkalot is showing us what is at Pyramid Fairy.
Ugh. That's not a way to get your business up and running, homie.
Oh shoot, I looked away, I missed it. What was it?
It was just a minor chess game.
Okay. All right, and we are joined in the booth by our winner of today's race, Zaruvyen. GG Zaruvyen, and welcome.
GG.
GG.
Oh my goodness, that was a mess.
Yeah, that seemed like a stressful seed, but Crosskeys seeds aren't they always that way though?
It's just a little bit.
Seed was
Not
bad.
usually. Oh, this has nowhere for you to go anywhere. It's like the connectors are. There's one way to get to East Ark World unless you just bank on flippers the entire way. There's one way to get to the mountain, and it's locked by Pendant Landmo. what the heck do you want me to do, game?
The logical way to get to Paradox Cave, oh my gosh. You had to go to the Dark World through a connector, walk all the way over to the back of the mountain cave, then go through and then mirror over to Paradox. Like, holy smokes, that is bad. It's a good thing that flute was in there.
Oh yeah, taking the mirror to the bottom of Paradox, getting a flute, and like, oh, I can turn this on and go to the mountain whenever the heck I want now.
Yeah, that was really interesting. We saw both you and SirLinkalot make that decision, and then keep us as commentators and viewers kind of spinning the gears in our head of like, okay, that's still out of logic. So this all, and then you found a ton of stuff in Mire, in the Mire area, and we're thinking, okay, all that is out of logic too. But then the Paradox Cave entrances were just mirror locked on the mountains. Okay, everything's back in logic now.
I guess. Go ahead. You're the
I was banking based on available entrance information. Paradox had to be mirror locked somewhere on the mountain, so there was no reason for me to check the other two entrances if it just gave me a flute anyway. So,
yeah. By that point, you had pretty much access to almost everything,
except for anything blocked by the hammer. And does anyone happen to remember where that hammer was?
Yeah,
that's going to be a hard one to forget.
Oh yeah, that's so. Let's see. You needed the Swamp Palace small key, which was in Tower of Hera, which was located in a really terrible location.
Oh, don't get me started on Hera's location.
My God. We saw.
And I'm thinking, if I don't go out this Turtle Rock Laser Bridge entrance now, I'm probably orphaning Hera. Because at that point, there's not much else for you to look at. You're missing Eastern Big Key for a bomb shop. You don't have much else that you can do other than climb GT, check the front of Swamp for one check.
So which we did see from SirLinkalot. He did the play of going into Swamp once for the first check and then once again for the hammer towards the end.
Did he go through Swamp though? That's a good question.
SirLinkalot had a couple unfortunate kind of different routes than the ones you chose. SirLinkalot did the GT climb without the hookshot. So he ended up isolating those two item locations blocked by the hookshot at the top of GT, which didn't end up having anything, so that didn't matter so much. The real, I think, SirLinkalot was a little bit behind you because he was late to that cane. But when SirLinkalot got the hammer in the second chest in Swamp Palace, he instantly bailed, and with that single move, narrowed the gap between him and you from, maybe several minutes to a couple rooms in Ice Palace. Unfortunately, after Ice Palace, you kind of beelined for left side of GT, and then that led to Mire, which led to Gomad. Whereas SirLinkalot didn't, and actually never made his way back to a GT. SirLinkalot checked Mimic Cave and Spike Cave, and also went back into Swamp to finish checking the chest in Swamp, and also did the big bomb turn in, and was doing that while you finished. So that was it was very, very close before that divergence, and then there was never convergence again after that.
Oh, come on.
I wanted to ask you at some point. Go ahead and finish your point, then I'll ask my question.
No, go ahead and ask, because I'm pretty sure we're on the same page.
What I was gonna ask was, after you found the fire rod, you made a beeline for the back of Skullwoods. That seemed to be a very, very deliberate, out of the way check where you said, I'm going right here and nothing's gonna stop me, because it wasn't on the way to anything. It didn't connect to anything you were doing. It wasn't like routing him with other stuff. You just went right there. What was the onus for that?
A lot of the early game had me in a panic because I was starting to isolate checks with the Death and TR, with the no HP to check Spike Chest and Mire. So I'm starting to think, I gotta find some way to get up to the mountain. I gotta find some way to find out where my progression is, or I'm gonna be sitting here 2 hours without a hammer. Well, we were still 2 hours without a hammer, but we figured out what the seed wanted us to do. Thanks in no small part to the fire rod entry back of Skullwoods and the red boomerang on pedestal. Thanks, game.
Yeah, was the how much was that Misery Mire spike chest hanging over your head?
I was thinking about that for the longest time. Like, what if that's my hammer? What if that's my mirror? What if I have hard isolated my progression in a dungeon I really don't want to go back in? And luckily, it wasn't the case.
Yeah, it was. I was impressed, and it was very good for you that you ended up kind of sticking with that. Committing to that, just saying, nope, it's bad to get back there now. I'm committing to it. I'm going to commit to routing that in later. That was, obviously the kind of very stressful play that can sometimes be punished in Crosskeys, but can sometimes pay off big. And it did end up.
It's not what you find; it's when you find it.
Yep.
Yeah. So that ice palace was. There were several clues that put you in an ice palace like really early. Like those boots led to a very direct Bombos, and the desert palace at Bonk Rocks led pretty much directly to Ice Palace. So there was a lot of hints that say you need to go to that place. It was just we were just not wanting to go because it's so annoying to route through and for potentially very little reward when there's so much else.
See, Ice Palace, hookless, caneless, hammerless, big keyless. I'm thinking, I'm getting what, 3-4 checks out of here? Is this worth the amount of time I have on the equipment that I have? So I dipped out and got woefully distracted by a moon pearl. Thanks to the mitts in, oh my goodness, that moon pearl location.
Yeah, we were remarking, like, you found the moon pearl, I think a few minutes before SirLinkalot did. And then it seemed like there was a half hour of checking, moon pearl locked entrances and just finding nothing in any of them.
For both of us, I'd imagine.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Both of you pretty much got back to Ice Palace pretty much around the same time.
Yeah,
okay.
Aside from the divergences that we've already talked about, it seemed like both you and SirLinkalot were proceeding in broad strokes around very similar routing. There were many moments where you both were just on exactly the same path, just a minute or so apart from each other. Yeah, it really wasn't until your decision to go to left side GT at the end where things really opened up.
And if I had started checking those one-off hammer locations, I would have ended with silvers. Because Minute Cave's right there in Keck.
It's right below you.
It's right there.
Yeah, SirLinkalot did pick those up, and we were thinking, okay, if he immediately goes to GT here, like he might be able to even things up again with that with the silvers, but didn't end up doing that. Totally understandable. It's Crosskeys. It's if either one of the Goma big keys had been in the pyramid or Spike Cave or any of those one-off checks, then the race could definitely have gone the other way. But it seemed like, was that your thinking behind going to GT? Was it just that's where the biggest density by far is in the game at this point?
Yeah, as far as I was aware, outside of any hammerlock dungeons, which is why I went back into Ice as fast as I did, considering Ice was terrible to get to. Thieves Town wasn't exactly easy to get to. Eastern wasn't nice to get to. A lot of dungeons just in awful places. So you get the hammer, and you're thinking, all right, so let's do some cleanup. And then the single biggest area of checks that I have that's immediately in logic, and we have every GT key, is Rando Room, all the way down to Rando Room. So it's 10 checks.
Yep.
And the next thing on my mind after that probably would have been that green pendant pod that we have all the keys for as well.
Yeah. Did you ever consider linking up the pyramid entrance with GT, or were you kind of keeping track of which item entrances you'd already found and kind of deduced that that there probably weren't many valuable item entrances left.
At that point, I was pretty darn certain that there wasn't a single item in another entrance left in the game that would possibly benefit me.
Well, that was a
silver. I'm sorry, I had silver stuck in my throat.
Well, he found he knew where that entrance was.
Yeah, I know.
So we're talking about the bomb shop entrance. The bomb shop it's not out of the way, and it's not a far walk to get to the pyramid from that point. But when you open it, what can possibly be in there? You already know where everything else is item-wise. You already know where all of your dungeons are. So you're going to a connector to Bumper Cave that has I forget what was on top. A compass, 3 bombs, something that you don't need.
Yeah, that was the kind of routing that I think can really save you a lot of time in Crosskeys late game, but it can be really difficult. It can be difficult to remember have I found which item caves. You're trying to think back, unless you're keeping track of it. You're trying to think back 2 hours and thinking did I find Blind's Hut? It was so long ago. That was really impressive routing skill, I think.
Yeah, there are trackers you can click off to say, hey, I found this entrance, I found this entrance, I found this. For all the item caves, anywhere from single to as many as Paradox. And Paradox, of course, being a connector, that's one you want to find. But a lot of the time, if you just kind of run through enough and you have that kind of mental capacity, you get used to being okay, I found this. I think we're good. We don't need to keep checking entrances. We need to find where our hammer is.
That hammer is gonna. I'm glad I wasn't the one playing this one. Let me say that.
Oh yeah, it's basically Key Sanity vanilla location as far as I'm concerned.
Forget the hammer. These connectors were absolutely god awful.
Yeah, no good.
This was
no good.
A hard traversal seed.
Very tedious. At least you got boots early. That was nice.
Yeah. All right. Well, all right. I think I don't have much more to say about this scene aside from definitely congratulations and good luck in the 3-1s going forward. I'm certain that will be even more exciting going forward. And thanks so much for giving us a good show. And it looks like we probably won't be joined by SirLinkalot in the interview booth, but huge thanks as well to SirLinkalot for giving us a very exciting race. This one was very fun to come, very fun to watch. I guess Zaruvyen, any last comments before I let I guess Zaruvyen and TJ want to any last comments about this?
Well, TJ, you can go ahead if you've got anything.
I don't know how I feel about Ice Palace anymore.
Ice Palace is it's effectively, if you get fire, you're looking at it as Sphere 2 in Crosskeys. It doesn't matter where it is, you just gotta dive in and do the vanilla hookless route and hope and pray and cross your fingers that your progression's in there, or you just wasted a lot of time and possibly resources as well.
I guess it depends on how accessible it is, Really, you really gotta weigh it at in the moment, and even hesitating takes time you don't want to take. So
right,
it's really hard to make that decision. But yeah, sometimes Ice Palace can be scary. But hey, who knows what the right answer is? Keep on trucking. That's my final comment.
And that's why we play.
Yeah,
because it's not usually the same twice. Sometimes it is. But almost never.
Yeah, it's scenes like this that keep us playing.
What do you mean that's in the worst possible spot? Why do I play this game again? Oh, right, because it's fun.
Yeah, if things were in good spots all the time, how boring would this be? We need the bad for the good to be fun.
Can't have a jet seat every day.
That's
but
right.
Thank you, TJ and Krellbell, for commentary, and Torrent and Siberian, I believe, we're tracking today, and ZSR for putting us on.
Thank you very much.
I'm glad we got this together. I really am.
Heck yeah. Coming up tomorrow for the Crosskeys tournament, we have at 3 p.m. Eastern Time another Swiss Round 4 match between P-Train and Schulzer. That's going to be pretty hype, so stay tuned for that for tomorrow. Coming up on ZSR tonight, on the main channel at 8 p.m. Eastern, we have the Wind Waker Randomizer Challenge Cup quarterfinals between Hausalon Haley and Orange Plastic Cup, Game 2. And we're also trying to put together some Zelda 2 Randomizer tournament matches. We have The Alan Heffley versus Cytown at 9 p.m. and Animus United versus Dr. J PhD at 10 p.m. Hopefully we get volunteers for those. And also at 10 p.m. tonight, we have a Link's Awakening DX any percent tournament match between White Wolfus and TGH. So plenty of stuff on the schedule for tonight. Plenty of content to look at. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to our commentators, TJ Maelstrom and Krelbo. Thank you to our racers, Zaruvyen and SirLinkalot. And thank you to our trackers, Siberian and Torin the Dragon. Hope you all had a great time watching, everybody, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye!